It's the night, a right time for laughter. We have the guys to fill a custard, even though one is a jar of mustard. Thank God it's Tuesday. We take a look at comedians, and Charles used to be one. We have a lot to say about comedy. Can you believe Gray is a jar of mustard? Then there's Lapsed. What does he do? And why is he here?
That's right. It's Tuesday again. TGIT is your weekly stand-up comedy sanctuary with me, Gray Poupée, a comedy superfan devoted to dissecting jokes and celebrating what actually works every Tuesday. Tuesday. Like and subscribe. The man in the box to my right is Charles, YouTube at WILIscredia, carving through comedy's chaos. Charles is a cool-headed commander of cleverness, calmly corralling crowds, while cracking, crispy, constructed cadence. How's it going, Charles? How is April treating you, sir?
So far so good. I apologize.
April Fools.
Yeah, we missed out on that. I apologize to those of you who don't find our intro serious enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
we,
Shut up.
we had some critics on the intro last week, which is fucking priceless.
I don't get it. How do you not get it's making fun of 80s sitcoms? Like, how did you like
It's dumb. It's dumb.
No, we went out, we really filmed all of that. And it was really hard to get the giant jar of mustard, and I was very angry about it.
There were multiple shoots. You can see beard lengths changing. It was different.
Microphones were happening for no reason.
Oh yeah, you got to. But as always, the third domino in our questionable chain reaction is Lapsed. YouTube at the Lapsed Comic Fan. Lapsed is a lion-hearted but lightweight laugh-smith, launching limp lines with lavish cadence, loving the limelight, loudly listing laughs that never quite land as hard as he did on the linoleum. How's it going, Lapsed?
It's going, brother. It's going.
It could
Great.
be going better.
You're going to need some
Be a
time
little bit
before you
better.
start selling micro machines, I think.
I know. I took the week off, man.
You just screwed that out.
I should have done some warm-ups. But yeah, guys. So how's it going? How was your week, comedy-wise?
Honestly, like I have been so sick this past week. Since basically the last show we did, that was like the first night. I had like 104-degree temperature for that show. And tonight has not been the best, but I'm hoping that it's over with. I really do, because I am sick and tired of being sick. I have not had the actual flu like in a decade. So like this is just awful for me right now.
Well,
It's just
luckily,
been terrible.
Well,
it's going to be fantastic.
according to that
comedy
comment,
from here.
you weren't alone. Some other people thought it was also horrible, but good times. Charles, you made sure to point out April Fool's Day before, and that we needed to hit it last show. How was your April Fool's?
Technically, mine was here as April 1st. It was already technically April 1st when I don't know. I slept. My wife seems to think that it only counts before noon. And if you
It
do
is the best
something,
drinking time.
I think apparently if you do something at 3 p.m., it doesn't count because I don't remember what the logic was.
Is
but-
it still not like April 1st?
No, because the only fools that would do a prank after noon are the fools themselves or something like that. I might be
Right.
butchering it, but it's just like, and I slept through it.
There's a certain logic to that, but still, I think it would
there?
just be points deducted, not you can't do it. It's not prohibited. Come on.
Don't most like comics and like people that are like practical, don't even wake up till like fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if they have to wake up early, sure.
No, is that when they get up early, they know they have to get their Rube Goldberg device of funny ready?
It's like
Yeah.
like Christmas morning. You have to stay up
Oh.
late. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I got you.
Well, since the last one, I did catch a HBO special. I think it was Julio Torres. I'm forgetting, like Color Theory, something like that. It's interesting. I don't think it would be up your guys' alley for comedy, but it was an interesting kind of weird performance thing that a lot of comedies kind of going towards now. But I did see something amazing comedically. I can't prop it up enough. Go see Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. If you get a chance to see it, hilarious. I had it really hyped up and it lived up to everything. I don't know how that thing got made, but it's the funniest thing I've seen in a long ass time. So go see that.
Quite
I
high praise.
saw Mario Galaxy with the kid.
Woo.
How was that, man?
I like the Mario movie, so I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Well, you weren't alone. It did a lot of numbers over the last weekend. So
Oh, so since we're talking about movies, I saw a movie this weekend that I think it's on Hulu. It's called Pizza Movie. And Gray,
oh yeah, I saw
you
that.
should. I was just going to say you should watch it because Sarah Squirms is in it, and it's very Sarah Squirm type humor.
Oh God.
Yeah,
so I haven't watched
is it like 90 minutes?
Now I'm excited for it. Yeah. It's also got
God.
Have the kid from Stranger Things in it.
It's a scripted movie. Yeah, the kid with the curly hair from Stranger Things is in it.
Dustin.
But it's like a drug movie where.
Oh, okay. Oh no way!
I'm sold.
Sarah Squirms in it?
I thought it was a pizza movie, and I was like,
that the dynamic that she has.
It's like Harold and Kumar meet that one moment during 22 Jump Street where they're high and they're like imagining things. It's those two squished together and insert Sarah Squirms's gore humor, and it's that like.
I'm all about this.
I didn't
I'm excited.
love it, but I was appreciative of the new aspect of it. I mean, it feels samey, but I don't know. If we can get comedies that feel new and different, fine. Please more, please.
Yeah, I'm totally into new and different, but that's not necessarily what it's about now. Science can't predict what will be new and different, but you know what it can predict is what you enjoy and what you truly enjoy. So I think without any further ado, let's scientifically go through this. What do you say, gentlemen?
Yeah.
So, Lapsed, I'm going to start with you, sir. I'm just going to ask you to blindly rank 1 through 5 without knowing what's coming next. Just your favorite comedian. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
Eric Griffin.
Oh God, 4.
4. Okay. Even though he's on Workaholics, man. I think I'm dying up here. He's been in a lot of things. Okay, 4.
Right, that's great.
Cheech Marin.
As a stand-up?
Yeah. That's where they got their start. I mean,
I know they had
records.
their shows and stuff like 3.
3. Cheech Marin. Okay. Well, Ian Fidance.
I don't know who that is. Do I?
Oh, you don't know Ian? You should know Ian Fidance. He's currently on tour with Bert right now, but you can catch him on YouTube on Being Ian. He's hilarious.
I don't know him, so I'd have to say 5 because I just don't know who the guy is.
Wow. You should familiarize yourself with Ian Fidance. He's hilarious. Okay. Kirk Fox.
2.
I feel like you're going to say you don't know Kirk Fox. So he's been on Parks and Rec.
I know. That's where I know him.
The
from,
star of
Parks
Waiting 2. He has like 2 or 3 Comedy Central specials.
2.
Yeah, he was the star of it, though.
The acclaimed Waiting 2.
I don't think you're familiar with like Reservation Dogs, but he was quite a high character on Reservation Dogs. There's a lot of things that he's been in, but I think you know him from Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. That's what I know him from, and I do know of Reservation Dogs. I just didn't know that. Didn't know that he was in there.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, him and Bill Burr. Yeah. It's a decent show, but where would you put Kirk Fox?
I guess 2.
2. Wow.
Yeah.
To nobody's surprise, Your number one is
Oh.
Richard Pryor. That makes perfect sense, man.
Huh.
So, yeah, thank you.
I crushed it
consider
without
us-
knowing anything. Yeah.
Consider us officially updated on your punchline preferences. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Really appreciate that.
Influenza.
Science, man. You can't argue with it.
You can't.
Charles, sir, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Blind 1 through 5 without knowing what's coming next. Just rank
Oh.
which comedian's your favorite.
Okay.
Ryan Posehn.
Four.
4 for Posehn? He was on Just Shoot Me, man. The Sarah Silverman Show. So many
I'm
things. on top
judging
of his stand-up.
stand-ups, not fucking sitcom
He has a
actors. Thank you
special,
very much.
The Fartist. There's a bunch of them. Fair enough. Chad Daniels.
You did me
you know
dirty,
your
there.
buddy.
Two. I'm gonna say two
Two.
because the Kill Tony crowd
Wow.
does not know what the fuck they're shitting on. I quite
Okay.
enjoyed his stand-up.
High praises for Chad Daniels. All right. Tommy Chong.
Three.
3. Meaning you've got 1 and 5 left. Okay. Ari Shafir.
Shit. This is all or none here. 5.
5 for Ari Shafir. Oh, man. A couple of his last ones, America's Sweetheart and Jew, were amazing specials. But 5. Okay, I understand. You're not a fan of, some of his work.
Just hit me.
All right,
with it.
so your number 1 would then be John Reap.
Oh yeah, John Reap, of course.
Yeah. I mean, he's had some bad press lately, but, he was in Harold and Kumar, Escape Guantanamo Bay, or whatever. Wow.
John Reap.
Who the fuck is John Reap?
Well, thank you. Your answers have left a clear paper trail of your comedy taste.
That was priceless. He's like, oh yeah, of course. Who the fuck is John? In my head, I was thinking, well, you were like, oh yeah, of course. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is that?
You might not want to Google him recently.
What'd he do?
He was found with certain types of files on his computer, so to speak.
Oh, he looks at koala bears.
But he was in Harold and Kumar too. So
Does he prefer Adobe platform of files? Or
I'm assuming so.
so you don't get a TXT file, you get a PDF file. That's
That's correct.
no. No. Oh no.
But hey, to each their own comedic preference. I believe he won Last Comic Standing one of the years or whatever. He was kind of a big name for a minute. But
Charles,
oops.
you didn't do so good on your list.
Nope.
but yeah, so good times. So guys, we made it through March. March Hackness is behind us now. There were smoother ways that we could have gone through the bracket, but ultimately it appears this is what the end is.
Spoken.
And the audience has spoken. There were some names that I didn't anticipate being put forward, but man, these brackets, the way that they kind of lined up with the seating process, I didn't anticipate some of these people going as far as they did, and I wouldn't have put some of them on there. But
Well,
I don't know.
Go ahead, Charles.
we did say it during the Final Four that Schumer Kreischer was like the unofficial final.
Yeah.
I think so. I kind of thought it would be more like that, and yeah, I don't know. We had some other people. I understand why some people would have put like Whitney forward. I wouldn't have. I think I would have changed that one. I don't think Roseanne would have made it onto my list, but yeah, interesting.
Well, I think
I did not
the show-
anticipate.
Good.
Sorry, please, lapsed.
I just think the show
you go first.
where you introduced everybody to Morgan J, that I think that put him
I
so
poisoned
high
the
in the
well.
seating because I thought Bert would have been like if not number one, number two, so that they would have probably met that way. But
Mm.
the
Yeah.
way the seating turned out, like that's just how it turned out. So I mean, like, yeah,
Dude, I've known of Morgan J. Apparently, it's less than 2 years or something like that. Looking back into this incident, it was kind of what introduced me to him or got him on my radar. I was late to the Morgan J train, but yeah, man, even knowing him that long, like a year or so, I did not anticipate there's any way that he would make it as far as he did. I could not see him going into the finals at all. And
Well,
then,
you could say the same thing like the Kill Tony guys, because we have so much Kill Tony stuff on here. Like I wouldn't imagine David Lucas normally being someone that would crack the list.
right.
Natalie Cuomo was, if we didn't watch her thing, I don't know if people would even like know to suggest her, because I don't I don't
Right.
know what's
She just doesn't
again.
have enough there.
Well, it's
She doesn't
that,
have enough there.
and like the definition of hack is not the same as what, I don't know, what we're operating on, because it seems synonymous with bad, and that's not what it is. It's,
Yeah,
you could be hack and good.
yeah. For me, I
yeah.
think like Roseanne, for me, probably wouldn't have been on there if it
Right.
was mine. Like, yeah, she's done some things, but I think those are just chalked up to bad choices as opposed to being a hack,
Mhm.
Hassan Minhaj or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like him and Morgan J, I just don't even look at as comedians. But if we were talking about who someone could just go up there and do that, like I could go up there and tell stories about myself.
Yeah.
And whether someone laughs or not is, hey, whatever. But that's basically what he does. So I don't know if he would have made it for me personally. And probably, as weird as this might sound, is Dane Cook. I don't think like he does. He might do hacky stuff now, but if anything, he inspired hacks that
Yeah.
hacked him. You know what I mean? Like that
Right.
did his shit. I haven't seen him since what is or harmful if swallowed or whatever that double
Mm.
CD was. I haven't paid attention
Oh,
to him since
you didn't
then.
make it to Vicious Cycle or whatever the next one
No,
was?
no, I did
Hmm.
not.
Hmm.
I had a really bad problem with heroin. So like that kind of
Hmm.
seemed to be, the level of where I was at.
Priorities.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You probably skipped the right one. He's had a couple in the last few years that weren't the worst. I remember there was like one post-COVID one that was interesting.
So it's
But yeah, I
Dane
don't
Cook
think
or heroin.
Well,
I
I'm
think
saying
you
I
know the
Probably,
right choice.
yeah.
you probably
Okay.
should have watched Dane Cook instead.
I probably should have. If those were the only two choices in front of me and not just life in general, then yeah, I could see that, weighing the options.
Now, if it were Amy Schumer,
Crippling addiction or an hour of wasted time. Man, that crippling addiction looks hot.
mm. Gray,
Well,
you skipped something. I realized this is
did.
going to be a
Oh, shit, I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I apologize. I have way too many pictures open here. I put this, or it put it at the bottom. You're totally right. This is yet a tease looking at this bracket. We'll get back to it in
I
just
wonder
a
who's going to
second.
win.
But yeah, it's weird. It seems to be leaning one way, but we will see.
I
But
mean, we
yeah,
didn't have a picture with him as the winner or anything.
no, it was just a look at the brackets and how it seemed to land last week. But you know what's new this week?
Bucket pull.
Mm.
That's right. Even though I forgot it, nobody could forget this amazing segment that we're doing, where we're just trying to guess what size book this person would get just off of that 1 minute off the bucket pull. And Charles has been so kind as to gather them for me and Lapsed and all of us here. But he's kind of the judge, and yeah, we're just trying to see what size book they're going to get.
So no golden ticket. of the ones we're showing, but your choices are no book for, just should not be doing stand up. Why are you here? Small book for there's something there. Medium book, uh, there's some pluses, but maybe a little bit more work would be needed. And large book for, you should be a working comedian.
Okay, so let's get this out of the way.
Oh, right.
Just so
Ooh.
we're on the same page.
It's about the interview.
Are we judging? No. Are we judging them based on what if we were a judge, what we would be giving them, or what we think they're giving them?
Well, they're factoring in an interview, so I think it's just what we would be given. But am I correct on that, Charles?
Yes, that's what I always thought. But the way you said it there was like
it's
we
your
guessed what they would give them. So I just
it's
was
your
wondering.
score.
I was wondering. That's all. That's
Okay.
all. Okay.
You're only grading the minute.
That's how I did it. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Just making sure.
Okay.
Man. Gotta make sure.
I think we're all on the same page.
Justin
Hopefully,
has it figured out. Justin says it's multiple choice, so just go medium book always and you will win. That is the choice C. That is like that fail proof, I would imagine.
I always just go off of what I would give them. That's why I've only given out 2 or 3 books.
Same. Well, I guess I'm more generous than you. I've given out smaller books, but I also usually throw in but I think he's going to get this, which I'm assuming is based off an interview, but who knows if an interview ever takes place. We don't know anything about that. We just know
We
about
need
the
the
minute.
wah, wah. We need that. And then a picture of Gray
I think he might have said something. Without further ado, first bucket pull.
An insane person trying it for the first time. It could be the future of comedy that's been signing up for 2 years in a row and waiting to get pulled, and it hasn't happened. It could be anything in between. We're gonna find out all together. Your first bucket pull of the night goes by the name of Aaron Spaller, everybody. Put your hands together for Aaron.
How you guys doing? Hell yeah. So I've never lived in a city before. I've always been like a small town kind of guy. Just real simple, easy going, normal shit. When I saw something living on the side of the road, it'd just be a little animal, some cute, fuzzy. And now here, I just got all these homeless people. When I first moved here, I felt bad for them. You give them $1, do what you can. But I saw this one guy that just ruined it all for everybody. He was holding his sign that said, "Cancer can't work." How are you going to use your zodiac sign as an excuse to being homeless? You're not out here because you were born in July, dude. That's insane. I'm working 3 jobs, struggling to feed myself, and you're just sitting there, "Oh, I was born in July. Can you help me?" No, fuck you, dude. But I try to look for the bright side in everything. I really do. And with having the homeless people here, I think I finally found it. It's if you're out here on 6th Street and anybody starts shooting and they start blasting, we got a lot of meat shields we can use. I'm grabbing the guy in the wheelchair. I'm charging straight at him. We're going to be the heroes of the day, man. But nah, I'm just fucking with you.
All right, there it is.
Wow. That's an awfully long time to put into a Zodiac joke.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's just, even
That's the worst thing to do as a comedian.
You could see that he panicked, man.
Nothing. Nothing I said was supposed to be taken anyway. Dude, come on.
Well, when that 45 seconds of Zodiac joke didn't have any punch, he had 2
it was
the abort
lines.
thing, though.
2 laugh lines was the Zodiac thing, and then the meat shield thing with the tag of
the wheelchair guy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's not.
But it's not even an original thing.
Through.
It's
no.
We're going to be heroes together. I can't remember exactly how he said it, but it's it's not an original punchline either. I don't know, man.
It's too wordy for a C- punchline. If you're going to be dropping C tier punchlines, you have to trickle. You need to. I don't know. I would. He had 2 laugh lines. I would want there to be 5 if you're going to do a bunch of C stuff. And it's just, I don't know how long he was doing it, but it's.
Well, he was signing up for 2 years, so at least 2 to 3 years. That's what he said. He's been signing up for 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
you get the idea that there's like this certain thing that people do on here, like the homeless in Austin. You can only do that I guess you could do it in LA.
Yeah,
But
But
like,
you got
It's a growing problem.
you have to, if you're doing a minute 15, if 4 solid jokes, 15 seconds or something, or at least aim for that if you can, or three good ones at 20 seconds apiece, not 45 seconds for some bullshit and then another 15-second explanation, then you're already at the meow by the
Yeah.
time you're starting the next thing.
yeah,
That
But
was
that
not good.
abandoning it in the middle, that over like it wasn't. I'm just kidding. I can't remember what he
Yeah,
said
he
in
said,
the.
"No, I'm just
but, like,
fucking with you."
yeah.
just fucking with you.
That's
Like
his
right
close.
after. Yeah.
That kills it. That kills everything. Even if you don't have anything that at least let people think you're a fucking weirdo or a wacky dude.
Yeah, I think the cancer joke, it has to be tighter. Like the punchline is just, who knew he like was born in July? To have so much in front of it and so much after it, it's not the quality of joke that you think it is to make it that wordy.
Or like that, homeless are getting creative. They're using their zodiac signs. I saw a guy standing in front of a hospital with a cancer can't work sign,
Right.
like something, anything. Like I
Yeah.
just thought of that in 5 seconds.
Like that is, so what he did was like the most long-winded misdirect.
For the
And
most basic of
Yeah.
Right.
Troy brings up a point. He is saying that I need to convey I'm not one of those city folk. His image kind of gave that away instantaneously. I don't know if he needed to waste part of his set saying that or addressing it. I think we knew.
Well,
But yeah, I think a lot of the words could have been cut down. You're right. It seems like he was definitely using too many words to get where he's got. Like that punchline doesn't deserve 45 seconds.
right.
There needs to be an economy of words, and I don't think he's quite there. But there's at least 2 attempts at a joke. I think I'd go small book since there's an attempt there. Like there is a setup punch at least twice in here. I just don't think it's good. Tiny book, work on it.
I'm gonna give him no book. The only reason because he's been doing that for 2 years, and that was the best he came up with.
Mm.
Like I did something better in 5 seconds off the top of my head.
Fair enough. Yeah, if it's 2 years,
That's what they
better.
said. They said he had been signing up to get on here. He was like, who knows? This could be the future of comedy. He's been signing up for 2 years.
How many
on the
clubs
show.
are there in Austin, Gray?
There's-
Or Laps, if you know?
Off the top
lot.
of my head, I can't remember, but there's a ton, especially if you count like bars that kind of do like occasional shows. But actual clubs, I think they were up to like 10 or something like that.
Oh boy. Okay.
So there's quite a few.
Okay.
There should be venues. There's a ton of mics. If you're just talking mics, I think it's in the 20s.
Yeah, if you're it says this. I just Googled just in Austin, Texas. It says
Mhm.
Austin, Texas is home to approximately 31 comedy clubs
Fuck.
offering a mix of stand-up, improv, and sketch performances. That's
Yeah,
what it
I don't know
says.
that all of them are full-time comedy clubs. Sometimes it's
Right.
this is whatever
Well,
club
They
on the
do have
weekend.
it. They do have it broken down, like where you can
Yeah.
do actual stand-up, and then they have like. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4,
This
5,
guy's doing
6,
mics.
7,
He's
8,
not-
9, 10, 11, 12. There's
He's
12,
not going to be at the mothership on a
there's 12
Thursday or some shit.
main that it
Yeah.
seems, and then there's about 15 a weekly open mic themed events at these other ones, and then there's
Yeah.
a bunch of there's about 7 or 8 improv places. So
And that's just
at least 23.
Austin, though.
Yeah, at least
If you go
23.
a little bit further out, there's even more too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you're right though, Charles. This dude does seem like he's definitely at like the open mic level. Well, let's see what size book he got. Obviously, we know nothing about the interview, but here we are.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That seems like the story of your
It was
life, Aaron
It's,
Spaller.
it's something.
There you go. Well, here's a little joke.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Little one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That sounds right to me. Laps, do you hate the fact that he got a little book?
No,
Could
I
you
don't hate it.
see-
No. I
Alright.
don't hate it. I'm just going off of what I would give the dude. Like I just
Fair
didn't.
enough.
It, if I don't, even if there's something even small, if you don't even chuckle, like, is that? I could say, yeah, go work on it, but to give them a book, like, I would think there would have to be like a laugh or something.
Yeah.
I could,
I
I
mean,
guess,
we
I
both
guess like
laughed.
a kernel of an idea is a small book. I'm fine with that. I'm not like angry or anything like that about it. Him getting a book.
Well,
Not at all.
technically, both you and I laughed at it. It was just the transition where his joke didn't land, and there was just like this awkward silence, and then he like kind of stumbled into the next part.
Well, I laughed at how
We
horrible
both
it
kind
was.
of, yeah, and it was also that mixed with that horrible transition. Just it made me kind of chuckle, but that was unintended comedy. It wasn't what he was
Well,
going for.
Yes, the reason. So you, I hate harping on this, but that dude is literally every single guy at the gas station, like right, like down the mountain from me. Literally every single person
Yeah,
who's gonna ask me how bass fishing is, and man, them some fancy shoes. Who wore those shoes? That's I get that
well,
all
with
the time.
practice at the open mics, maybe they can get up to medium book level.
Maybe they can get
That's
there.
what
He's got a kernel of an
hoping for.
idea. That's I might have to shift my,
I don't know if you're doing if he's doing it 3 years, if he's doing it once a month, that's 36 gigs. He shouldn't have known to whittle that down by this point.
You'd
Right.
hope so. But hey, I don't think we mentioned it's Jeff Ross wearing a banana shirt. I'm sure that's in honor of his take a banana for the ride.
Dude, he has entered like
Special.
a thumb wearing a shirt levels. Like he is just a thumb
Hey,
with
man.
Mr. Potato Head parts.
Be careful. I'm just saying that's the same. He has the same type of diagnosis that got Will Smith. So
Dude, look at his chin, dude. From the side, it looks like Peter Griffin's half a nutsack. It
He's
is.
got
Look at.
alopecia, man. I think he would have a beard or something to kind of hide that.
Oh,
but
I'm just
I
talking.
get
I'm
what you're
not talking about
saying.
the baldness. I'm talking about like the chin to neck ratio into the shirt. He is literally this.
Wait, Will Smith has alopecia?
I believe that was what his wife had.
Oh.
Am I wrong? I'm trying to
No,
keep her
yeah,
name out of my
his
mouth.
Wife,
you know.
wife supposedly has alopecia.
But on to comedian number 2, I guess. Second bucket
Our
pool.
next bucket pool goes by the name of Vanessa Scadudo, everybody.
What is up, Austin? I'm an older broad, it's kind of obvious a little bit, right? And every day, though, I'm reminded of it. The other day, I was driving down the road and I saw a car swerving. It's broad daylight. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? All of a sudden, I see the passenger. I can't bend over too far, sorry. Pop up and do this number. And I was like, oh, fucking roadhead, dude. I used to do that, before I went to therapy and realized my dad does love me. He just doesn't know how to show it. What else? Ladies, titty fucking. Are you in your 30s still doing that? It's like we're playing an accordion, right? A shake weight, right? We're opening a pickle jar. Maybe I'll use my mouth if you're lucky. What else?
Good God.
Getting cummed in the face.
Good
It's
God.
not facial, guys. It's not. I know in your time probably. But what else? Why does it always smell like bleach?
What's
I'm waiting.
happening?
Nobody's been able to dispel that mystery. But the one thing I know that never changes as I get older is the shame I feel after coming in the shower by myself. My name's Vanessa Scadudo. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
What the hell was that?
What was that?
That was a Kill Tony
so-
performance.
Yeah, I mean, it was an attempt to be. I don't even know what. Like, what is the?
Dude, she tried to hit every woman joke ever. Charles, you remember? I know I brought this up for you, but you remember whenever we talked to
Yeah.
my buddy John?
Yeah.
What did he? You know exactly
Yeah,
what he
blowjobs.
said.
Yeah.
Blowjobs and being a whore.
Yeah.
She hit the road sign. The whole thing.
The last things weren't even like. I don't know. They're not punchlines. They're not setups. It's just she's just saying
I think her
raunchy
saying
shit.
come in the shower. I think she skipped something because She got the meow.
That
I don't know
maybe,
why
but,
coming in
like,
the shower would be the
Why?
last thing.
Well, she said
what's
I
the
feel
joke with facials? What's
I
the
feel
joke with
horrible coming in the shower by myself or something or whatever. She
Yeah, it
doesn't feel
doesn't.
bad
The
anymore.
the
I don't.
lead-in doesn't match that
Yeah, I don't
that
understand.
line.
Because she just kept saying, "What else, everybody? What else? How about this sexual
Yeah,
joke
you don't
thing?
have
What else?
time to
What
be
else?
doing that
What do you
shit.
what do you got? I can't bend
Yeah.
over. You get it? Ah, waka waka waka." Fozzie
There were so
Bear
many
levels of
choices
stupid.
made. It just, I don't know, man. This seemed very try hard to me in a weird way.
Yeah,
Does Jeff
It
Ross
didn't come
seem
off
like
as
he's trying to
authentic
hit
or
that
anything.
after the show, though? Look at him. Look at him standing at attention there.
I mean, I think he just went through something medical. He might think that that's one of the nurses. He might just be,
He's
respecting the
confused.
craft.
He's confused a little bit.
there's like serious I'm one of the cool girls type attitude with a lot of what she like.
Yeah, she's the mom that lets like her kids smoke weed in the house.
So that does seem like it.
She'll buy
But
us beer, dude. She's cool. She's my
I
friend.
don't know. She might be cool in a teenage type of way, but I don't know, man. She's just not funny. It's like she thinks of these edgy things that could be, you could use them in a punchline, but man, there just doesn't seem to be any like comedy molding around these kind
No,
of
there was no punchlines. It was
concepts.
just a bunch of premises that you could talk about that do have a punchline somewhere, but they weren't punch. There was no. It's like, hey, you remember
Yeah.
people talk about this thing? Hey, titty fucking. We're playing an accordion.
Yeah, if you're gonna do jokes about like blowjobs, you really need to say something new or unique, and just
I think there
listing
might
off.
be a
Go on.
there might be a combo of the words that she was using that could be a joke. She was mentioning blowjob. She did mention facial, and she did mention the nobody can dispel the rumor of it smelling like bleach. But none of that. They don't actually work together, and none of
No,
it is a joke. None
to
of
be
it.
wait, to be fair, she talks about roadhead, and then she says, "I used to do that before I went to therapy," and she had
Yeah,
a
that's the
laugh.
closest to a joke.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen again. It's not what I would call an A or B plus type laugh line, but I don't know. It's something.
Yeah,
She's
I
definitely done this before.
Yeah, she's
I
comfortable.
just think that idea has been done so much better. Jordan Jensen, her latest special is kind of about her like kind of traumatic history with her father, and man, there's so much more humor in it, and it goes so much darker than you'd kind of think. But I don't know, for this just being so kind of surface level, I don't know, man. It seems like she's aware of concepts, but she doesn't know how to put them together in any sort of comedic way. For me, even though there is a little bit of a joke in that first part, I feel like I've heard it before and so much better. I'm
I
going
mean,
no
it's
book on this for me.
it's maybe she told that first joke, thought it was gonna kill, started panicking, and just started saying a bunch of things.
That's fair.
You know, who I don't know where else. Like she's obviously done this before because it was literally like, "Oh, come on, what am I supposed to be saying now? What am I supposed?" I
Yeah.
it was bad. It was bad. It was
What
because
size
like
would you give her? Lapsed?
personally, no book, but there was like we were talking about. At least there was kernels of ideas. So I mean, like I don't know if I should give her a small book because of that. I didn't laugh, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to be more fair, I guess, in the judgment of what I would do, like if I was sitting there.
I respect it. I think I'm
I
on the
just
border of small book, but I'm also in the no book country.
I think the problem is for me, this is just that she did everything every woman comedian does. Not all of it. Sorry, not
Every
all of it.
blue woman
Yeah,
comedian.
right. So like it's like let's talk about a blowjob. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So that's why like when
Going through
Gray
the
played
checklist.
whenever he the one lady who told told the story about living upstairs in her mom's attic, I thought was so fucking funny, dude. Like that was hilarious. I can't remember which woman that was.
Jessica Kirsten.
Yeah, that was so good, dude. And I actually watched some of her stuff after that, and I was like, holy crap. She literally went
she's
40
amazing,
minutes, 40 minutes without telling like a sexual titty joke or anything. She was just doing comedy. This is great. You know, and it's like I'm so just over the ladies, like, oh my God, ladies talk like this. Can you believe that? Can you believe women are talking about penises? Oh my God. This is crazy. Yeah, like I don't know, dude. Like, no book for me.
And Justin weighs in medium book. So we've got no book, and medium.
He's playing the medium game, though. You know, he's just a go medium.
It's a strategy, man. Let's see. Maybe she killed it in the interview.
Vanessa Scududo.
Scududo.
I love you. You're nutty as hell. I love it. There she goes. Vanessa Scududo. Very cool.
So it was right in between us. We should have split the difference with Justin. Fair enough. I am guessing she killed it in the interview because that was not a great set.
Your next bucket pool goes by the name of Michael Hines. Everybody put your hands together for Michael.
Hines.
I got cheated on by a Native American girl. She was a Navajo. I've been getting a lot of Andrew Tate alpha male content in my feed lately, so the algorithm hasn't figured me out. Just because I hate liberal doesn't mean I like conservative ones. And it's because they'll make one video making fun of some dork's pronouns, but then the next one they call themselves an Omega Sigma alpha male. And those are just pronouns for frat dudes, which is fucking gay. AI scammers and Indian scammers have both been evolving at a breakneck pace to compete. It's a real space race to see who can act human first.
Oh my.
And it's impressive the Indians are keeping up with the digital war because they're fighting a physical war with Pakistan, World War II. Are you familiar? Let's hope it doesn't go pucular, you know? Every trans woman I've ever met has been mentally ill, so maybe they are women.
Wow.
That
was a
so
lot
I do
of
remember
jokes.
this dude. Yeah, he has been on before. I think he did well before. If I remember right, I want to say he got a big book the last time. Yeah, man, that was a lot of jokes, kind of rapid fire. Some of them were kind of interesting, but still, I do kind of like that whole, alpha male, sigma thing being different forms of pronouns. It feels like there's something there. I don't know if it's just his delivery. There were some clever concepts that just didn't seem to like connect with any of the audience. I think a few of those deserved more than what he got.
Well, he didn't let anything breathe either. Like he was just boom, 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 boom. He told more jokes with punchlines than probably the rest of everybody's going to be able to do in the whole show. The whole segment we're watching.
Something I noticed about him was he was like dependent on there being laughs. Like the first thing he said, like he bowed his head, like giving it that moment for people to laugh. That's good to be confident, but don't be arrogant. Because when he missed, he seemed like he was doing it again, like bowing his head, waiting for the laugh, and not every joke was as solid. That's something where like I'd like to see this guy perform that material. Not
spaced out, set up a little bit.
Here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if he did it not
kinda...
here, we would see exactly which jokes would actually land and which ones wouldn't.
Right.
I think he was very catered for the crowd. That
a very home field advantage, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know that all of that would have necessarily gone over as well. I don't know, man. The World War poo and going pucular. Man, there's some of them that like he had so many jokes. I think if he just let some of them breathe and cut that out, I think he could have had a decent set there.
Yeah. You know,
if he wouldn't have taken a stance after the liberal Republican joke, I think people might have anywhere, might actually gravitate to some of the other things. But since he kind of took a stand after that, it was kind of like, oh, okay, all right, okay, dude, I got you.
It's a shame because his best laugh line was the trans woman joke, which ends up
Also doesn't
being,
feel original.
it ends up being like very hacky. So it's
Mhm.
again, I'd like to see him do that set in Seattle, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then
We-
how he reacts to that, because he's got home field advantage big time here.
Yes, for sure.
Well, we were giving the previous woman, I said her name and now I can't remember. We were giving
Small
her
book.
shit for it seemed like she
Yeah.
was going off a
Oh.
checklist. It
Yeah.
feels like this dude went off a checklist for
Oh,
Austin.
yeah.
Just,
Yeah, it's
Um,
just like pseudo racist, pseudo sexist. Didn't he
you
say
gotta throw in
retard too?
trans.
He dropped
I don't think he
retard?
did, but I think it was F slur. I think that's what they had to beat.
Oh,
So he's still going off the bingo card. It might not have been every one of them. I don't think he did say retard this time, but
this time did he say it
Yeah.
the other time?
I'm not sure. I mean, he's probably got it holstered just in case. He seems to know the crowd.
Shooter.
So I don't know, man. I think I might be playing the Justin Gray game this time. I think I might go medium book on this. He has some ideas, but man, they need to be fleshed out. And I would say, let it breathe. Like, you don't need to rapid fire like that. I think it would give people a little bit more of a chance to understand some of them. I think some of them deserve more than they got. And I think it was just his rapid fire that didn't allow that to happen.
I'm going medium book. Only reason why is because I thought the pronoun thing could be funny.
I think so too. That's a funny concept.
The concept is funny more than saying it's just pronouns for frat dudes, because you do see all those guys, the fucking pronoun, dude, fuck that. But yeah,
Sigma.
we're Alpha Sigma Chi, like, yeah, like that's kind of funny, that's kind of funny when it comes down to it, but not the way that he said it. Maybe, like I've said, there's, like we've talked about, there's things that after you think about it, it's more funny than when you actually heard it.
Mhm.
Like, that's more of a funny concept to me than it was the joke.
I think so too. They need a little bit more time proof.
So,
but
yeah, I would. I'm gonna say small book for me.
small book.
Mhm.
Okay. I believe Troy said medium, and it looks like Justin's going medium. I'm going medium, and you're going small. So let's see who's right here.
Michael
How we
Hines.
doing? Come on, at least give me a big joke book. I did well.
Didn't you get one last time?
Yeah, but I wrote in it. I write all the time.
You filled
didn't
it
write-
up?
Yeah, dude. You hear how much I write?
All right, jeez Louise. Here you go. This guy's going to sell it. All right. And
So
I
does that count? Is that like, it's like steroids in baseball, isn't it?
That does suck.
Telling him
if
to
it's
give
like,
you a book.
I feel like there's a little bit of foul play on that, but fair enough. I did remember this guy. There's something about kind of the way that he talks. He definitely, I remembered this dude, and I remembered him doing pretty well before. I think that factored in a lot more. I don't think this performance was big joke book worthy.
Yeah,
But
Troy says pity book doesn't count.
yeah, I would think so too, man.
He looks like he drinks
but-
swamp water for some reason. I don't know why, but he does.
But yeah, it looks like Jaden also recognizes him. He's saying that kid's been on a few times. I think
Do
so.
you
I
think-
definitely remember the last time.
Do you think if William Montgomery wasn't here, this kid would be a regular at this point? Because he's very similar with the topical rapid fire thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if
interesting.
he'd be a regular like William is. William's kind of his own, He's so unique in what he does.
Yeah, but
I'm not
like
saying
when
he would be him. I'm saying I don't know if he would be a regular.
his
like him.
topical thing is just like rapid fire.
No, for
I
sure.
think
sometimes
the amount of
punny
jokes, possibly, but I think he needs some proofing. There is no Iditarod joke in his set so far. I think he has potential one day.
Ryan got it.
Look at that callback there. There you go.
another bucket pool. Put your hands together for Katie Carter, everybody. Katie Carter.
Another lady.
I got groomed when I was in high school. Groomed, not molested, because I've never been much of a closer. So I told a comic this recently. He was like, "Oh, was the guy like a real pedophile, or did you just like develop early?" Yeah, that's like saying, "Was the guy a real pedophile, or were you like a really sexy kid?" And I was, so you guys get it. I read a statistic that 20% of pedophiles have erectile dysfunction, which is crazy to imagine being a pedophile and working so hard all day to get a kid to come into your van, and then you finally do, and you have to be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, this never happens to me." Please don't tell your parents about this part specifically. This shit is humiliating. And the kid has to console you. He's like, "No, this is probably just because you had like too much of the Eucharist or whatever." So,
All right, there's a funny concept in there. I had never thought of, that particular thing. Like, I swear
Well,
this
no,
never
Gray,
happens.
you're a normal human being.
Yeah, there's a funny concept in there too, and also the like, hey, don't tell your parents about this. Well, I think there's a funnier place that you could go with that. Like, well, really none of this, but that specifically, let's not. I think there's somewhere funny that you could have gone with it. Just, I don't know that it was quite there for me. It is dark. I get where she's coming from. I kind of like the weird twist on it, but it didn't fully connect. It sounds like for anyone in the room, but I kind
I
of respect it.
I
Sorry, go ahead,
think
Charles.
of all the things we've seen over the course of this segment, this is the one bit that I think has the most potential
I
of all
kind of
the
see where you're
stuff
coming
we've
from.
seen.
She's the
Hey,
most polished.
and she's comfortable. She like you have to be comfortable to drop that material like that. I would like to see her do things that aren't edgy, but at the same time, it's still a very interesting premise to take, you know, PDF files and go in a different direction and like really make it even darker, which is impressive because it's still funny, but like you said, there's like another level that you could probably go with that. It like I said, it's well written. She's comfortable, and it feels like there's probably more places you can go with that. And
Yeah. I think she could work that out a little bit better.
mhm.
I think there's a couple more layers you can definitely take that. But man, I think you could whack some of that intro part off and kind of get to it. I don't know if you need the, I was attempted to be groomed or whatever. I wasn't a closer. I don't know if that was nearly as funny as the rest of it. I think you just kind of expand the rest of that out and just kind of go full set on one subject.
That sort of gets the audience to get their guard down because they think, oh, okay, you were like Justin said, she prefaced by being a victim. So like,
Yeah,
you're like, okay, we
hear
can
what you're
laugh
saying.
at what you're saying because you're the one.
It's just kind of the least funny part of the 1 minute.
Sure.
I don't know if
Sure.
I'd want to spend that time there. I get it. Like if you got a longer set, of course you can kind of ease them in that way, and then it does give you some sort of cred. But man, I think if you're just going for funny, I think there's so much more that you could have gone with that actual idea. Lapser, we've been talking. You haven't weighed in. Your thoughts?
I thought the first joke was funny. The end of it when she talked about like being a sexy kid, and then she's like, "And I was." I thought that was funny. I thought that was the
enough.
rest of it was like I kind of agree with what Justin said. He said that was like a Family Guy bit on stage,
Hmm.
especially the ending
Kinda.
part. Like it kind of was, but yeah, but like and Troy just said there, compared to the others, it's a large book. I think she was way better than everybody else, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
I fully
Like
agree.
she
I
could
just
actually do something with more work, and maybe like someone saying, "Hey, it's also though we're taking just a minute, so we don't know is that like the full joke that she tells in her set,
good
or is
point.
that just broken down for
Yeah.
this
It
particular
could be
thing?
like a squished greatest hits kind of thing where like
Right.
she's cutting
sure.
pieces out just to get the tight minute
Plus,
there.
I can't remember who said it too. They Justin said he's with the guy before who told a bunch of jokes. He said he's probably trying to edit a reel with his appearance, so he told 30 jokes in a minute. We have to take that into consideration. Some people who maybe half decent might, like said, squish a bunch of stuff together because they're on Kill Tony. That clip of a video could get them how many ever views.
Sure.
So it might not be like the whole joke, you know. So I don't know, but you could tell she's done this. This isn't someone who just came up on stage.
No.
So are we saying large book? Just to clarify, is large book like you're fully ready for hit the stage, do a headlining set right now, or is it just there were decent jokes there, keep writing?
I would say for me, large book feels like I don't think it's like you're a headliner person, but I think it's like, yeah, you could tell jokes on stage and not be booed off stage. That's kind of the way I take it. I don't know, like if they could do a headlining show.
No.
Okay.
I think considering that the cliche, the trope of this show is open micers doing bucket pulls, I think a large book means that you should be getting booked, whether that's
right. You
as
be
a
an
guest
opening,
spot, an MC spot.
There you go. Yeah, guest spot. There it is. Yeah.
Okay. I think based off of this and her appearance, I think she will be getting another spot off of this. So yeah, I agree with the main sentiment here. Large book. I think it is the best that we've seen of the night. So
Yeah.
She is a girl too.
not just based
so,
off of tonight.
Red
Well,
Band,
that's what I
who knows?
mean. I think Red Band would have been all over
Oh,
it.
Red Band's gonna. She might be booked at one of his shows.
The Secret Show.
Yeah.
Jaden gets
There
it.
it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would say large book.
Okay. So I guess we're all going, okay. Large book for her.
I see nothing but wild success in your future, Red Band. Pretend like you're thinking about it. Here's the big
on the Secret Show next day, sure.
You did it. Awesome. All right,
It's
Didn't
a
see that
guarantee,
one.
man.
Did
If
you
there's
see her
any
reaction
attractive
too?
female. No. Let
Wasn't-
me go back a second.
It wasn't really like, oh wow.
your future, Red Band.
I mean, we all know.
Pretend like you're thinking about it. Here's the big
on the Secret Show next day, sure.
You did it. Awesome.
No thanks. Just yeah, I know.
unfazed.
I know you want me on this show. Yeah, fair enough. Interesting. Okay. I'd say deserved. This is the first one where I've not wondered, okay, did she just kill it in the interview? And is that why she got the large joke book? I think there were some really funny concepts that I hope she kind of expands upon. I think
We've
there's some
seen
real funny territory there.
Dozens. We've seen dozens of these bucket pulls. This is the one where I'm like, ooh, I'd like to see 10 minutes of that set. This is the first time where I'm like, I'd like
So
to
you're
see.
going to the Secret Show.
No.
No, I know what you're saying though, Charles. It is. I would like to see what else she could do outside of a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we got one more bucket pull. I think there's no chance it'll be as good, right? But who knows? It's all randomness.
All right, your next bucket pull goes by the name of Michael Scott, everybody. We're going to keep it moving with the stylings of Michael Scott. Here he is.
Hey, that's not the same Michael Scott.
I got a Roomba recently.
Oh no.
He's black. He cleans my house. It's a sweet deal. What is the black base model for every object that's supposed to improve our lives? Why is it always black? I gave mine a pair of white gloves and a bow tie. I push clean on him, and he goes up and down the hose. Massa keep my batteries charged. The other day, I hit clean on Toby. Oh, his name is Toby. I couldn't name him Kunta. My mom comes over. I'm like, watch your feet. Kunta's trying to get by. So the other day, I hit clean on Toby. He goes towards the end of the hole, and he's cleaning, and he starts beeping and goes back to recharge his batteries. And I nearly spilt my sweet tea. I get up and I go, the hell you will! Whoosh. Nobody said you could take a break. So I got up and I watched him clean my house until he died. And when he died, I bought a new one at an auction for 3/5 the price of one of those black ones.
Wow, Michael, stop.
I mean, I didn't think he was going to do the price tag on that, but I assumed he was going to do the worked it until it died thing. Obviously, that's where he ended up going with that one. I did not assume the auction with the discounted price was going to make an appearance, but
Everything was
Lapsed?
so bad up until that last
Have you ever
part.
heard
The
a
last part made me laugh.
It took
Have you
me
ever heard a
while.
robot slave joke before?
A robot slave joke? I mean, besides sex slave, no.
The term robot means slave. Oh, wow. What a reach to come to.
I feel like it's a pretty hack concept now. I feel like I've heard that even on this show a few different times where they're kind of comparing Roombas or some sort of cleaning device as essentially a slave. I don't know, man. I think there's something that he could have done with it. I kind of like that he named it Toby. I think there are interesting little bits in it, but then the overall concept seems to be pretty hack. But
I
I
thought
do
the
kind of
last
like
part was funny.
I do kind of like the tag that he threw on the end. Like, while it is a whole lot of tropes, I don't know. You're right. It had a certain
It was his
pop to it.
delivery, to be honest. It was his delivery, the way he said it, because it was completely different than the way he spoke the entire time.
He seemed more comfortable on stage than a lot of them that we've seen tonight. That being said, I don't know, man. Something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, none of it worked the way that I think he was anticipating it would. Just, I don't know. Charles, is there something that we missed in this? You looked like you were taken aback by it. Looked like you were scooting way back to take it all in.
Yeah. No, this was probably the hackiest set of the night of the 5 that we've watched. I don't know. Have we not covered all of the slave-like humor? Yet again, see, I guess it's not hacky because not everyone can do that set and coast to the same responses. I feel like I was kind of a little turned off at the strong laughs that he was getting for relatively like hacky jokes. Like really, it's not that funny. Like the closer was one thing, but I forget what he said.
The
There was
bow
something.
tie and white gloves.
Yeah, where it's just like, are you surprised by that? Is that strong? I don't know if I have any issue with the comedian so much as it felt like a sweetened crowd is the most polite way
Well,
I
of
can
course
put
it
it.
is, dude. Anytime you tell black jokes or racist jokes there, people laugh.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it was roots jokes. What is that? 70s film in
What,
2026
50, 60 years
Austin?
old? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. It seemed to work. The Toby bit went over quite well. But I don't know, man. None of it seemed like I haven't heard it before. Just
Right.
his combo is slightly different.
Like, can we have like 2026 version of hack, like billionaires? Can we have the next era of whatever a hack joke is? Because a lot of these racial jokes, like they're the same fucking thing every 10 years. Like, yeah, all right. What are you bringing to the oh, this one's a Roomba. Okay. There's an
Yeah.
extra 20 minutes there.
Well, and that's the thing too. Roomba, like that. Roomba's have been out for what, like a decade
20
now?
years?
Like, is that
20?
Yeah, it's 20 years on Roomba. Fuck that. Okay, fair enough. I don't know, man. Nothing here seems super original, but I think the dude knows when to do a setup, when to do a punchline, when to do a tag. For that, I've
No,
given him
yeah.
at least a small book. I think he needs to keep writing, and hopefully the small book can contain him. But Yeah, to me, this is definitely not medium territory. Lapsed, what say you, sir?
Small book.
Okay. We're going small on this one. I'm assuming Justin is staying course and going medium on this. So we'll see if Justin gets it right and we're wrong.
Michael Scott, fun times. Yeah, tremendously racist set. That's why you're leaving here with a big joke.
Michael, I'd love to have you on the secret show, brother.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Tony.
Could be.
That makes sense. Again, he did kind of know the crowd. I'm hoping that he did a lot better in the interview there because, man, I don't see that as tremendously funny. But all right. As Troy points out, 3 white dudes trying to judge the appropriate amount of slave jokes a black guy can tell. So we are now canceled. Fair enough. I should have known better.
I don't
But
give
yeah,
a fuck.
man. I think you can approach any of those subjects, and definitely, he could touch that way better than any of us. But I want him to do it kind of in an original way. Is all. I'm not saying he can't. I want him to do it better.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I forgot which one of you said it. He is comfortable. Like
mhm,
now, do something fresh. And I'm sorry,
I agree.
a Roomba is not fresh.
Neither is Roots, man.
What
There
are you
wasn't like one
talking about?
thing in there.
Roots and Roombas, dude. They're now. They're hip.
Kunta
And
Kinte,
auctions.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Someone pointed
feels
out,
pretty
Jaden
hacky.
said it's a Roomba Kinte, so please get
Even
that
that,
right.
that's a better tag.
Yeah. That is way better. I like that more than the Toby line. Fair enough.
and
But
if
I can
he's-
see
If he's
I can see
Indian,
why
he
he
can-
got the large book.
he can joke about Gunga Din. Just
Ooh.
have it be all of the things that have been around for 60 years.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely knows kind of the setup punch thing. I hope he can come up with some material worth the delivery. I think he knew how to deliver it as well, and he was comfortable up there. So
It's just like
yeah.
I
hope his
feel
next
like
set's better.
we're at a point where billionaires are like whether it be AI or fucking automated cars, you can make a joke about humans being a minority in the eyes of billionaires and have some sort of play on that. And the misdirection be you think you're going down this road of, this racist humor, but it's actually about humanity versus robots or something. I don't know. Like it just feels like a shortcut. And I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Well, speaking of something that makes us all disappointed, and that's because people took shortcuts, let's get back to that Hackness bracket. So we have gotten a little bit of feedback that perhaps not everybody is satisfied with the way that this broke down. We didn't know how this was going to break down, but we did get some feedback from the audience. Not enough to kind of sway it, though. There was one particularly strong comment in favor of Bert being more of a hack, but
Mhm.
other than that, it seemed like it just kind of rested with Morgan J. So because of that, it does mean that we do officially have a March Hackness winner, and that is official as of right now. It is Morgan J. Morgan J is March Hackness 2026's official winner. It's interesting. Did you guys even have him on the radar even after
No.
I kind of introduced like comedy that I don't get? I think that was the week before we started this. I don't know. Did you ever see him going through any of this?
No. I just didn't think he was a comedian. But that trophy right there looks like Jack Palance telling some jokes.
I don't know why. It was obviously the official
amazing.
trophy that he's holding. That's
amazing.
weird. That
It's fantastic. I actually like that. He's doing the Bill Hicks Shane bit.
kind of-
No, he was not on my radar for being in the hack tournament because I just didn't think he was a comedian. I was surprised at the overwhelming votes that he got. I was very surprised. Like, I was like, Jesus, we're gonna have to talk about this guy. And then every week that he went through, I was just getting more angry and more angry that I had to hear more auto-tune bullshit till last week. It just destroyed me. It destroyed me. I had my head down. I tried to forget about life. But then he booped him. 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 Oh my
Wait,
God.
you gotta do the mugging for the camera.
I think I might have a problem more with people reacting to it as if like when you go see live comedy, this is what TikTok thinks to go see. Like,
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
that hurts. Like, that really hurts. And I'm sorry, like if we're not counting crowd work, if we're not counting music acts, like it's one thing, but some of the comedians that we had on the list were considered huge or funny because of their crowd work. I don't think this type of material is something that you can release a 1 hour special about. And I've said it so many times now, and I'll just say it again. Crowd work is good for the audience in the arena because it's like their own little doggy bag thing that they have their own private experience. But if you're watching it at home, like, I mean, we witnessed it 3 weeks in a row where it's just like, all right already. Like, yeah, look at those socks. Oh my God, look at those socks. Yeah. Oh, you're going to say LOL. You're going to say ha ha ha. And then you're going to say something wrong and he's going to get frustrated and leave. Like,
right.
Oh boy.
Like when I went to see the Upright Citizens Brigade, like I knew it was like not stand-up comedy, you know what I mean? It was entertainment. They do a bunch of stuff on stage that they do. They tell jokes, but it's not like just one person stands up and then she gets her stand up, It seems like more of just a very weird form of entertainment.
Yeah.
That some reason is now put into the stand-up realm, because nobody thinks like when you go see like Second City or like Upright Citizens, you're not going to a stand-up show. You're going to like an entertainment show that just happens to be based around comedy.
People who watch this on TikTok,
different.
They
no,
go.
I agree. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird that this guy has like folded into that.
I'm saying I disagree. I think it's a little different than that. Just because I would put him kind of in the same category as musical comedy acts or crowd work comedy acts. Like, that's still something that happens in clubs regularly. I've seen a couple different guitar acts, and a couple of them were actually pretty awesome. Some of them are very hacky, and you don't really want to see them.
Aren't they telling jokes though?
Sort of.
I've seen musical acts, but there's jokes. Like, remember like Victor Borga, like that old ass dude who would play the piano.
Yeah.
Like, it was entertainment, but he would do jokes inside of that based off of what he was doing. That to me feels more like a comedy act than what this is.
So,
like, pointing at my socks and then hitting my nose and saying we booped him like over and over. What is that?
Well, he booped him. You don't understand.
I don't understand. He doesn't know where pants come from.
Justin's pointing out, like Bo Burnham or like Zach Galifianakis, where they are kind of doing some stand-up and then they are doing like musical interludes. But I'm talking more like a Henry Phillips type. So he's kind of a musical act. He just does these funny songs.
Yeah.
I dig that dude. He put on a really good show when I saw him, but I definitely saw him in a comedy club.
But he tells jokes though.
Yeah, fair enough. There are a few jokes in between.
He does
but I mean,
jokes
like,
in between. He does the guitar breaks. He'll stop and then he'll make like a reference or a thing. Like, at least the thing that I saw of him, like this dude doesn't even do that. He just winks he winks at the camera, dude, and then runs away to the next person.
Well, he's got a multi-instrumentalist behind him, a dude that'll either play guitar or keyboards, and he kind of has them going on these breaks. Like, you always hear a little bit of music going on while he's like running in the crowd. That is his instrumentalist guy. He's kind of got instrumental breaks like you're talking about, and then he's got these set songs as well. And then the other part that he's spursing in there is crowd work. And I don't know, man, it's become a staple. I understand it's very hack, and it's, yes, like if you've got two comedians who are doing it, odds are they're going to ask the same person, what's your name? What do you do? Who's this with you? It's going to be the same exact thing, but that's kind of what crowd work is, man. There are some that
Awful.
just excel at it. There's some that excel, man. I got to show you some Big J stuff.
Hey,
He is a funny he's funny as hell, and man, that's kind of all he does is crowd work, but it's nothing like Matt Rife or like what this dude's doing. It's
You talking about
different,
Big
but
J
I don't know if you're going to
Okerson?
respect it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he does, but he tells jokes though.
He's got stories,
He
but
tells
a
there
good
are
portion of it.
jokes in there. But yes, a big portion. I think there's a difference between someone that does the majority of crowd work but still tells jokes, as opposed to that's all that this is. I've watched his, unless he does something different than the 50-minute thing that I actually sat through.
Hmm. I don't know if you watched his crowd work special, but that just is part
Jay
of the show.
Okerson. Jay Okerson. I'm saying, like, I understand him. This guy is what
Oh.
I'm talking about. I watched.
Sorry, that's what I
50-minute
was
thing.
saying.
Oh,
Sorry, I was talking about Morgan
I saw
J.
him, I saw him play the thing, and he did a song, and then he did a song with the crowd, and then he did the vocoder thing we talked about, and then for like 35 minutes he just ran around through the crowd asking them dumb shit.
Yeah, that's kind of, that explains pretty much his entire act. Yeah, I'm not saying that that's not it. I'm just saying I view songs, comedic songs, I'm perfectly fine with that happening in a comedy club. I would still say that that's a comedy act doing comedy. It's different. It's musical act. And I would say crowd work is still comedy, but I'm not as much a purist as Charles here. I think Charles is saying that perhaps they are not counting in his book.
I just as the employee of the club, I'm going to be tortured opening for an act like this, because I'm just not going to sync with these people. And the one thing, especially as an MC, like you have to ask people about their fucking birthday and who's celebrating something and all that dumb shit. If you work with
crowd work, then
right, so if you work with a crowd work comedian, you like it's your job to reference the thing that the guy was brought up, and like I don't fucking care about you and your socks. I'm not going to make it part of my material about, oh, you got booped, huh? Anyway, be sure to tip your waitress.
Hey, Charles.
You're just upset that you didn't think about
Ray
the booping.
told us you didn't. We don't get it. He booped him, Charles.
You're all jealous of the booping concept. You
I
wish
am.
that was in part of your act.
I do. I truly do.
Yeah. So I don't know. I view what he's doing as the hackiest form of crowd work. What's your name? Who are you with? And then it's based off of that reaction, he's going to then do the mugging thing. I don't know if it gets hackier than that. And I recently just saw an interview. There might be a clip coming up in a minute that shows him actually describing his comedy, where he's upset that somebody doesn't recognize him, but he's the guy who auto-tune asks you what's your name and who's that with you. He knows what his gig is, and that's it. And man, it doesn't get hackier than that to me. So I don't know. I respect him winning. It's not where I anticipated this going, but I don't know if I could, in all honesty, say Bert is hackier than that. I think this is as hack as it gets. It is the worst of the worst as far as crowd work, which is generally more hack than regular stand-up.
I just want to reiterate that hack does not mean bad.
Yes. It's familiar. You can predict the punchline before it hits.
He's not the worst comedian. Like we said it last week, all of these comedians are, they're working for a reason. It's just like you said, it's rather predictable.
Right.
If you take that away from him, what is there?
But like, didn't we also say like one of the biggest reasons why he was on here is because it's something anybody else could do, right?
Right.
So
Right.
why wouldn't
Yeah, it doesn't
Hassan
seem unique.
Minhaj and him be the finals? Like literally, Hassan is literally any single person here could go up and tell stories about their life.
Do you
Didn't
think
Hassan
anybody would
lose
be
to him?
comfortable enough to do that?
I think-
He did.
But I'm saying, shouldn't that wouldn't that have been the hackiest of hack though? Like
I think-
anybody could do that.
I think anybody could do this. I don't know
That's
if
what I'm
anybody
saying.
could stand up there and make up a fake story about white powder being sent to them in the mail, dropping on their baby, and then finding out that their wife is
No,
pregnant
it
again.
doesn't have to. Here's the thing: it doesn't have to be the same exact story. It's just a made up story about yourself. Like it's just like just because we're saying like anybody could do it doesn't mean that it has to be the exact same material. It just has to be you going up there talking about yourself.
Fair
Right?
enough.
I'm just saying like, anybody could do that.
I think it's more original, less hack than what Morgan J is doing. I think there's at least some. I don't see anybody else making up false like national security threats like that. I guess you could argue that maybe Bert did, but that's more of an
Satire.
international thing.
Satire, Gray.
Like,
Okay, it's
it
satire.
doesn't have to be
Satire,
that
it's fiction.
exact thing. It just doesn't.
I
It
get
doesn't have
you.
to be that exact white powder story. That was one story at the end of
You're
his
right.
one show that he's done.
But I could
how
not
many
predict where it was going or the type of clapter it would induce. And
But
then
that's-
I couldn't imagine
I could do that.
telling
though. I
a
could
story
be-
about
Go ahead.
fake racism to a lady who's supposedly whole family mocked you when it turns out that she's actually married to another Indian guy.
Look-
I don't know, man.
Couldn't I tell you a story about an octopus and like how like you're fishermen?
Does he have a
and we
garden
actually
under the
caught
sea?
an octopus, right? And you have to put those back. But like it was crazy because when I touched it, it turned into a tiger. You didn't see that coming.
I
You
didn't
did not see that coming.
Wow, it's kind of life of pi there.
And
Wow.
it's bullshit,
hmm.
right? Just like the white powder bullshit. So there you go. I did it. Thank you, America.
All right. While I really do not like Hassan Minhaj, to me it seems less hack. So I'm okay with this.
Okay.
It's not what I anticipated, but
Well,
I can think
I
of none
just
more
meant-
hack.
I just meant like, it seemed like they were both there. But yes, I believe Morgan J did beat him, I believe. I'm not positive, but I just think that like if we're on the basis of being a comedian, there seems to be an overwhelming thought that this dude, at least from our audience, is just not a comedian. So it's like kind
Yeah.
of hard to, you know what I mean? But I get it. What he's doing is very hacky, 100%.
This is where we
100%.
remind the audience to vote.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
don't agree with what happened here, make sure you're making yourself heard.
And that's not talking to the people who did, vote. We know you.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause we
just
got some,
everybody else.
Well,
Good.
the whole reason why we have these brackets is because of your voting and because of the suggestions you guys put forward. So thank you. We just didn't anticipate it going this way. And then we respect the disagreements. That was exactly what we were looking for. And specifically, Troy, I respect the hell out of your comment from last time, which it kind of seemed like you were teasing that perhaps we changed the criteria and it doesn't seem like he's a fit for this gig, this March Hackness 2026. And, I respect your opinion on this, but I think he belongs. And I think there is none more suiting than this. But
I agree.
that concept of, a person at the wrong gig,
Ooh.
do you guys want to go down memory lane a little bit with a certain Morgan J gig?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think we shall. All right, so let me set this up a little bit. So there is a festival that kicked off in 2025. It's the now I'm blanking on the actual name of it. The Still Standing Austin Festival. So the headliners of it were Morgan J and then Robbie Hoffman, who I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with comedian Robbie Hoffman. They're interesting. They've got kind of a Larry David type vibe going. They just had a Netflix special. I think it was
who's
either
they?
the end of last year or start of this year. They are awesome. But yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
a
sorry.
different type of comedy where then the next headliner is Austin's own William Montgomery. It is not necessarily a great fit for those other ones. Can you predict what might have happened if you combined the Morgan J crowd with kind of an alt observationalist comedian as well, and then William Montgomery?
Well, I agree with Justin Gray. This is the who the fuck are they of 2026, and it does. Look
This was of
pretty sad.
2025.
All right, whatever. This does not. Who the fuck are these people?
You don't know Catherine Blanford or Tone Bell or Irene too?
Or
Come
Zach
on, man.
Zucker? No.
Well, let me explain a little bit further. So, Still Standing Austin Comedy Festival. Still Standing Comedy Festival is a one-day, two-stage takeover of nonstop laughs from major names in stand-up and the next wave of rising talent. It's also the next wave, man. We're fusing the energy of live stand-up with the atmosphere of a music festival, all under the open sky. Expect hard-hitting sets, crowd work chaos, and yes, auto-tune sing-alongs. You'll still be humming at 2 a.m. No assigned seats, just a wide open space, killer comedy, a bit of live music, and the one-of-a-kind, laid-back, high-vibe crowd you'd expect in Austin. Roam, dance, or post up, and snag some premium seating if that's your style. Come
that's
ready to
what I want
laugh,
out of
move,
fucking
and experience comedy in
show.
a new way.
People
Standing
just fucking
still?
lingering.
Anything but.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I didn't want to grab the whole blurb, and then I couldn't stop reading it. So yeah, that's kind of how it was billed. Did you guys hear anything about the Still Standing Comedy Festival last year? Well, this was kind of my introduction to Morgan J, if you will. I hit the wrong button. I just full screen this instead of taking it off. There we go. Yeah, good times. I guess let's get right into the thing. So, yeah, there is no actual footage from beginning to end of William Montgomery's set, but it didn't go well. These crowds weren't really similar. Charles, you did comedy quite a bit. Did you ever do any of the concert comedy combination gigs?
No. That first of all, like just like standing and not having a set position where you should be like in your seat or your location. Like that's not what comedy is. Like
Yeah. I've seen a couple of comedy shows in music venues, and it's odd to see stand up while you're standing up. It's not the same vibe. It changes it completely.
yeah. Like relax. I need to make you laugh. Like if you're like moving around in the crowd while I'm trying to it's distracting to say the very least. Like
It was that
it seems like it's
comedian at Lollapalooza '93.
uh Which one is that?
I don't remember who he was, but I know he was there.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
I know they God, now I'm blanking on his name for some reason. But yeah, I know a lot of bands have toured with comedians. For a while, Korn was touring with the aforementioned Big J Okerson, and he was never. He always kind of puts out there that those were the worst gigs that he's ever experienced his entire life. I know when I saw a couple different bands, they had comedians open for them. The one time I saw ICP, they happened to have, I think his name was Yucko the Clown. And oh my God, the audience just did not stop throwing shit at him the entire time that he was on there. A music crowd is not there to see, comedy. They're not like, okay, everyone pipe down. Let's stop talking. We need to actually listen right now.
I don't.
That's
remember.
not
Good. Sorry.
And then I know Bobcat Goldthwait, who was opening for Nirvana for quite a while. He also has a whole bunch of horror stories. And it was basically kind of going to battle against these crowds. I've never done a comedy show that then brings in music, but man, that's got to be interesting. That's kind of different. I've seen a couple of comedians who had like a jazz band opening for him or something like that, but I don't know. Charles, as a comedian, would you want to do a music, what do they call it? A music festival like comedy show?
No, no, no. I like the infamous Bill Burr thing, like that
Hmm.
that festival of comedians was just like open air. I don't know what it is about doing stand up outside too. Like that feels odd. I don't know what it is about being outside. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on exactly why that's a terrible
Well,
idea, but I would hate it.
comedy works best with low ceilings, not the
Yeah.
lack of it. Like, I don't know.
It
Even
needs to be
then, to
intimate.
get,
It really should be an
yeah,
intimate thing.
which the opposite of that would be having kind of, a stadium PA or
Right.
something. Because if you don't have a roof, you've now got to amplify so much louder. Generally, for every wall, it gains about half the volume. It's crazy to try and do comedy outdoors. Just that
Yeah.
takes away all of the intimacy.
There's
Uh,
something about doing like arena gigs where a lot of comedians will have like a circular stage and they're kind of like talking to all of the crowd. There won't be a back, but they'll like have this circular thing where they're kind of moving around. The inverse of that is like, having everyone else moving, and I don't know. It feels like if the crowd can roam, their attention isn't on you.
hmm. Well, I guess we should get into it. But so the way that it was supposed to happen is there was a hip hop band that went on, and then it was
Hip-hop
supposed to be
band.
William. Well, I don't know the name of them, and I think it's the one that had an actual drummer. So I should have looked at who the opening act was. I just know it was some sort of group that was either rap or hip hop. Uh, there were some cool bands on this gig. I don't know if that makes crossover with it, but literally the same stage that William Montgomery is about to be on was just a band. Then it's William Montgomery for a half hour, then Robbie Hoffman for a half hour, and then it's an hour of the one, the only Morgan J doing his auto-tune crowd work. So yeah, this is kind of how it went from there. Uh, Spoilers, it didn't make it to an entire half hour. There is no 100% footage of this show. The only things that we have are kind of fan recorded, just clips from their phones. So this took a minute to get together, but yeah, here's how that gig went down.
How's it going, Austin, Texas? Oh my gosh. And right off the bat, sir, I'm very curious. What's your heritage? Are you Pacific Islander? Okay, let's keep moving. Fuck! But Austin.
So I know I'm killing the momentum there, but he
had so much of it.
I know, so much momentum there. He kept doing this callback where he kept pointing out different people in the audience and saying, "Are you a Pacific Islander?" For some reason, that was his go-to this night. I think I cut out like 4 or 5 references to it, but it kind of keeps going. But that kind of led to this fun exchange coming up here.
And it really is so nice to be here tonight. No, sir, you didn't fucking tell me. What's your heritage, sir? Huh? Hello, my name is William Montgomery, and I'm thinking about adopting Ja Rule. Okay, that's my best joke, so sure. So I obviously got the recessive gene, but the interesting thing is both of my parents are black. God, are you gonna laugh at any of this shit, bitch? Right next to the fucking Pacific Islander guy. Dude, why aren't you telling me? A white woman is suing a fertility clinic because she gave birth to a black baby, and weirdly enough, the exact opposite thing happened to my mom. I swear to God, she sees me come out and she goes, "Oh, hell no!" I love how Russia is like, "Hey, we used to own Ukraine." Okay, cool. I used to own Beanie Babies, but I'm not going back to my parents' house in Memphis to dig them up out of the backyard.
So again, I know I'm ruining the momentum here. There's so much momentum building, but somebody kind of yelling at a crowd like that. I don't know if that goes well with the whole auto-tuned.
Dude, well,
what's your name?
hold on. Like, if
This
he
just
were
isn't
opening
funny,
for
though.
Bill Burr, would it would be the same response?
I don't know if it would. So
I'm
this
not,
is
I'm
in
not putting this on
Austin.
Morgan J. I'm sorry.
I'm not either. So right now, we're still in the beginning parts. We're just ramping up.
He opens.
I'm not putting this
with,
on Morgan J, but there's a couple of chuckles.
He opens with, "Are you a Pacific Islander?"
I think that was the second thing he said. But then he said the Ja Rule joke, which is kind of funny. It made me chuckle.
Why though?
He had a prologue. He had jokes that weren't really jokes before introducing himself. He had a cold open.
Yeah, it's a festival gig, man. You know.
I don't think it, like, name me the comedian he opens for to
That
this
kills.
right.
Nobody.
It would go well in front of either Tony
Kill
Hinchcliffe
Tony.
or Joe Rogan, I think.
Kill Tony.
I think so. But I think they've got a built-in crowd that this works really well in front of.
I'm sorry, Austin, Texas is not Kill Tony comedy. Like, there's other people that enjoy comedy.
Jaden puts out there that he could have opened for Michael Richards. Fair enough. I think, there is a similar style to that. I'm not saying 10 out of 10. I am saying I'm definitely biased on this. I'm a William Montgomery fan. So I like a lot of his jokes and the fact that he is just going full William Montgomery to this crowd where, they're expecting to be serenaded with auto-tune. They're not expecting to be berated and questioned as to what their ethnicity is.
We don't know. Like, we don't know about the other people that were before him, though. Were they all auto-tuned?
No, there can only be one. It's in the writer, man.
So was that like, did every single person bomb like this is?
No, but I'm saying nobody has this energy. So if you kind of think of like a Larry David type delivery, that's really what Robbie Hoffman reminds me of. So this is going to be followed up with like kind of dry, not a lot of emotion going into things.
William Montgomery blurs the line where you don't know if he's serious or not when he's like, why aren't you laughing at that? Which
it's an experience, man. And I'm here
it's
for it,
not
but
funny.
these guys were not.
Like they're not laughing because they don't understand. They feel like it got hit in the face with a train.
Yeah, but is it also that it's just not funny? That is that, right? It's subjective.
It is subjective, and for me, it is funny. But I understand if it's concerning to others. But like, this is just the beginning, my friends. The wheels are still on.
Right,
the wheels fall off.
Oh my God!
I understand that, like saying like someone, but it's subjective. But telling someone that they don't understand why this is supposed to be funny is, I think,
I'm not telling you why it's supposed to be funny. I'm telling you that I find it funny.
No. That's not. I'm not saying you in general. Not you. I'm just saying the general populace of like, well, you didn't get it. You didn't get why this is funny. I think that's a very like glib interpretation of a
with
guy
all due
yelling,
fairness,
a guy who just yells random shit at you. I'm going to adopt Ja Rule. Oh, okay.
Hey, he's thinking about it. I find that a funny joke, man. But
is it a joke?
It is. I don't think he's actually considering it.
Of course not.
But I did edit this down quite a bit. So he is supposed to do a whole half hour. He ends up doing about 15 minutes.
Oh.
That's too much to actually put into this. So he does have a stretch in the middle where he's doing a bunch of the jokes that we have gone over before, and they go over relatively well. I did cut that out of there. We're not going to see that smooth middle. We're only going to see the rough parts.
William Montgomery smooth middle.
You're not going to see the soft underbelly on this one. Instead, we're just going with the rough edges. No, but the wheels are about to fall off, and I wanted to point out that he keeps referencing the Pacific Islander thing. I had to cut out a bunch of them, but he does it a bunch more times than this. But it affected the audience. So, I think we're still within the first 2 minutes of this.
Still nothing out of your ass, bitch! bitch. And sir, are you with this lady right here? Y'all two are together. How much would I have to pay you two for y'all to come back to my room after this, and the Pacific Islander guy and the bitch not laughing are going to be having sex in my bathtub? What would I have to pay you two?
Free. Garbage.
So, don't have the beginning of this, but yeah, at some point, a guy from the audience did not like it, walked up on stage, kind of took the mic from William, and then called him garbage. And then this is the interaction that happens from there.
No, you're totally fine. No, go, let's go. Awesome, right? It's awesome. Garbage, bro. Garbage, bro.
Get out of here. Get out of here! Holy
This is now like 3 minutes into the set.
How'd they let him get that far? That's kind of scary.
I'm sorry.
That guy that
literally
kicked him
my
off wasn't
cousin
even security.
Taylor, so this is so incredibly awkward. Okay, let's keep moving after that. I feel like Pepsi comes out with a new flavor every month. Maybe they should just come out with one called Coke.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got some laughter on the Ma'am, I'm curious right here. Are you Pacific?
So I did cut out a chunk. He did have the Iditarod joke, and there were like 3 other ones that we kind of went over in the last compilation where you're like, those are okay jokes. It was not his best delivery on any of them, and they got tepid chuckles at best.
The Pepsi joke is my toothpaste joke, but different.
Yeah.
You know my
I hear
toothpaste
you.
joke?
I do, but the audience might not be as familiar. Would you want to drop your toothpaste joke?
There's a whole aisle devoted to toothpaste. Why is fluoride, plaque prevention, tartar control? I don't remember what the third one was. Why can't they make a toothpaste we could all relate to? Toothpaste that doesn't make your orange juice taste like shit, which is similar. I don't know. It could be. I don't know if I worked on it hard, like he did. I don't know. Toothpaste. A misdirect could be like meth flavored toothpaste or something. But it's very samey. Like it's not exactly the same, but it's similar.
Yeah, I'm
not calling
he
him
got a tepid chuckle with it.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's about the best that he could get from this crowd. And then he immediately goes from kind of a tepid chuckle to, again, the Pacific Islander thing. Like, I don't know why he hammered that home. When I saw him, it was that he's going to be selling Percocet in the lobby. But that's kind of one of the things that he does is he fixates on like one thing and then he keeps going back to it every couple of minutes. That is one thing that I've noticed from watching multiple of his sets. It's never really the same thing as far as I've seen, but
so he doesn't still sell Percocet, is what you're saying? I'm
not sure. He might have moved on from that, but
because maybe I will open for him then.
Well, he talked a big game. I didn't see the wares, but yeah. So I cut out a little bit of the good, but yeah, the wheels start falling off again.
What's your heritage? Filipino? So I'm right, bitch! Damn, bitch! God, somebody kill this woman!
Jesus.
Okay, where am I? So I'm coming out with a new restaurant concept. It's called Texas Roadhead. Basically, my cousin Taylor is the executive chef, and he will come suck your dick out of my car after you eat. I mean, we got Guy Fieri on board. We were just on Shark Tank.
Got a couple woos on that.
So I'm actually coming out with the new television. God damn it!
Throw that tomato.
So I started taking weed Viagra, but the only problem is whenever I smoke it, my eyes get hard. And y'all just need to buckle in, because And sir, what's your heritage? Are you Pacific Islander, the dark-skinned looking guy right there? Yeah? Let's keep moving, the fucking nasty looking slut saying that to me. Damn, bitch!
Oh my God.
Announcement. If you're the driver of a Dan 2003 coming out with the new television, God damn it!
Oh my god.
This is hard to watch.
Yeah.
This is a weird rumor, but I heard the Aaliyah plane crash happened because the pilot tried to ghost ride the whip.
Topical.
Okay, I was a little worried that one might not do good in the.
Oh my god.
It's in the front. Oh, don't flick me off, bitch.
Is he working out new material at a fucking
No.
festival?
Walker more like Paul Crasher. I heard the reason Paul Walker died was because the director forgot to say cut. What do we have, a bunch of fucking pussy ass Paul? I got bitch in the crowd tonight. Well, Austin, it has been a wonderful pleasure. Thank you so much.
Ed, I think the worst set I've had in years on.
So yeah, there is about 15 minutes that he was on stage. I think there's about 10 minutes of it that I could find clips of. That was only about 5.5 minutes. I know it felt like it was a lot longer, but yeah, it's really tough to watch. There was a middle section of it that there were a couple chuckles. You could kind of hear the end of that, but I don't know, man. If you're off, you're not doing well, and then somebody charges the stage, can you see any recovery from that? I don't know, man. I just think that would throw me off my game worse than I already was. I don't.
Was he on his game prior to it?
I don't think he was. I don't think there's any winning over this crowd, but like,
I'll agree with that.
I don't know, man.
This goes back to my thing where this fucking Kill Tony home, like this home field advantage thing, where it's like, I'm in Austin, I'll just do my Kill Tony shit. Where it's like, hey, work the road, because bringing a pad on stage to a festival gig, like, what are you working material out for? I would assume he got paid handsomely for that spot.
It's a festival, and he's like the third headliner. I assume so. I know Morgan Jay said that he brought in like 2,000 people, so I'm assuming he gets a cut of that. Yeah, I'm assuming he was paid quite handsomely for it. But yeah, as Justin kind of points out, this is kind of the opposite of the Burr Philly incident. He does not win over the crowd. He kind of had some interest and then just completely lost it by the end. Just, man, there was talks of tomato throwing and just seas of booze. But yeah, I wish I had kind of more of a cohesive single shot of that, but I had to take it from like 4 different TikToks that all kind of showed their experience. But
okay, well, let's hear what Bridget Machine has to say about it.
This is what he had to say just after it.
Saturday, I did this outdoor comedy festival here in Austin.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and it was horrible, Grant.
Why?
Oh my gosh. It was, so I go up, there was some rap group up before me, which sometimes I've done it in the past where you mix music and comedy, and in my opinion, that does not mix very well, because it's like a crowd. If it's a crowd for the music people, they're not going to be liking the comedy. So I go up there.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of any time where it has worked. I honestly can't. I don't know. Somebody mentioned, like, would it be like a low-grade Tenacious D concert? And it's like, no, because that's a concert experience.
Yeah,
like,
but
when I've seen them,
thing,
it's
though,
an amazing.
The
It's like a gore
headliner
show.
was Morgan Jay, though. Like, so there should have been more people there for comedy if he's a comedy act.
You're right. I don't know that
I
his
think
fanship
you do
likes other comedy.
If it's 2 stages, you do 1 stage for music, 1 stage for comedy. Is it that hard?
That kind of makes sense, but man, would it be tough to do comedy where music is like bleeding through. Like, I don't know. That would just suck, man. I just can't see doing outside comedy with music going on at the same time.
It's made me more sick.
Can't see that going over well. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to warn you of. But okay. I think it's kind of a bad idea. I think you can definitely have musical comedy and you can have music acts in comedy, but man, the whole idea of concert standing with comedy, I don't know, man. I haven't seen an example where it worked well, but maybe I'm naive. Maybe you guys can pull it off, and the Still Standing Festival will be the greatest festival ever. But
It won't be.
but I agree with William here.
He should have
The
booed
rap
him.
group, you seem good, by the way.
Boo.
And I go up there, and within 30 seconds, I can tell it's not going good. Luckily, that doesn't normally happen to me, like when I'm going to the clubs. It doesn't really normally happen. But I go up there 30 seconds into it, it's not going good. A minute later, some random guy comes up onto the stage right beside me. I just assume it's somebody that works at the place. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. And he's right beside me, and he reaches for the microphone, and I let him talk into the microphone, and he says, "You're garbage. This is garbage." That obviously set a horrible tone for the rest of my 23 minutes I was contractually obligated to do. It was this horrible kind of nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
And people are screaming at me.
Charles, did you ever have the contractual obligation of you need to do exactly so many minutes or anything like that? Have you ever
Contractually?
Yeah.
No. No.
So I've had that experience. It was with music. When we were doing like headlining gigs, nobody knew who the hell we were or anything like that. So they had like some sort of stipulations as, okay, you need to play for X amount. Usually it was 30 minutes. Sometimes it was 45 minutes, but you had to hit that amount. So even if you're bombing, you can't just like leave. You've got to fulfill that. It sucks, man. I have been in some really shitty gigs where it's literally like us doing, there's one audience member and the rest of it is just like bar staff. It sucked so bad. But you can't do less than that. You have to finish the 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah. No, I've had sets where I'm supposed to do 15, and by minute 3, it's like, I don't want to be here anymore. This is bad. I'd like to go home now.
I guess we've definitely bombed before where we were able to like quit, but it seems like something, and like we still get the whatever $50 that we were promised for the gig or something like that. But when you're headlining, it sucks. Like they kind of put some sort of stipulation usually for how much time you have to do, and then they're usually sticklers to it. Where if you're anything under that, it gives them like the contractual right to not pay you, and that sucks, man. Especially when you're bombing, man, time has never ticked by so slow as like those few minutes on stage.
It goes back to that Bill Burr thing. Like he did that full 15 minutes because I think he was contractually obligated. And
that is the exact like opposite of this. It is so amazing because he's giving a countdown, and man, it is so cathartic to just hear what he's saying and like, nope, you guys have to listen for this much longer. Where I got the exact opposite feeling from him here, that he's like, okay, how much longer am I obligated? Where Bill put it on them. Like, you guys have to listen to me for, we got 5 more minutes. Man.
But like that's where performing for audiences that aren't yours helps. I think this guy really needs to benefit from playing to crowds that don't know what the fuck Kill Tony is.
Well, and it
because
sucks because like a lot of these are
doing that over and over again. Like if they don't know that thing, what is that?
So he was doing that type of thing when I saw him. Most of the audience that I saw him with had no idea who he was. At least I don't think they were familiar with him. It was kind of before Kill Tony's like pop off to where they're, whatever multi-million-dollar or million view monolith they are now. But they were still popular then, but I don't feel like a lot of people knew what he was doing. And man, you could feel just the energy, the tone of the entire room change when that dude gets on. Like when he's doing his thing and when it lands, it is electric. But yeah, no part of that landed here. It is, this seems somewhat off-putting. Knowing him, it still seems somewhat offensive where he's going with that Pacific Islander thing.
You've got to like
strange.
You've got to ease the crowd into what it is you're doing. Like at some point you have to like, all right, hey, how's everyone doing? And then just, I don't know, that screaming thing feels like it's a phase for him. I would hope.
I
Because
don't know, man. I kind
he's
of
written
dig it.
good stuff. There's stuff that he's written
Yes.
that's quite good. To like lean on the I don't know, gimmicky stuff is, I don't know, it's a bit much.
Agreed. And the other point that you brought up, the fact that he still has a notebook where you're asking, like, is he doing some new material? No, as far as I can tell, a lot of these are jokes that I've seen him do much better on Kill Tony. Some of
Oh, go
these are
figure.
ones that he was doing when I saw him live a couple years ago. So I don't know. He shouldn't be on
The guy who's
Notebook.
popular
And
on Kill
people have,
Tony did well on
is
Kill Tony.
doing those jokes.
That's so
Uh,
weird.
I'm just saying he did much better with the same jokes. The delivery, everything about it seemed to work, where here it's not. Yes, it is a much easier crowd. Again, the whole concept of this is, yes, he's definitely in front of the wrong crowd right now. But that being said, he should be off book. Like, it is somewhat off-putting to be a headliner at festival and then be looking at this notebook. It definitely does come off much less professional. And I don't know. I'm not sure that this crowd would be as open to it. Even some of his proponents, I know Joe Rogan was giving him shit for the longest time for even using those index cards. I know you've brought it up before too, but I would even dig seeing an index card more than just seeing like a spiral notebook that he's holding up.
Or like have it to the side or something. Like put it on
Yeah,
the stool.
something. Yeah, where you have your water or something. Like, I don't have an issue if somebody's looking at it like a set list or whatever.
Janine Garofalo,
that makes sense.
Janine Garofalo had a book with her, like, a lot, but it was like on the stool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. All of those are issues, but yeah, to have the person walk up on stage, that's kind of crazy as well. I know that would throw me. I don't think I could ever get back from that. But I think I interrupted him when he was talking about that. I think he's got a couple more aspects to go over on this. And of course, it zeroed out. That's amazing. I'll assume we're right here because
enjoy it.
yeah.
Like when the guy came up and says, "You're garbage. This is garbage." I wanted to crawl out of my skin. I hated it. I wanted to get off of the stage right. But oh my gosh, yeah, it was bad. But towards the end, it was actually kind of fun because I told one joke, my Paul Walker, or like Paul Crasher. I heard the reason Paul Walker died was because the director forgot to say cut. And then I say, what do we have, a bunch of pussy-ass Paul Walker fans in the crowd tonight? And I just get...
So that's specifically one that I know he's been doing for a few years. I like that joke a lot, but I could see why a lot of people would definitely not only find it offensive, but man, that is the one that just a wall of boos just followed that for him. I don't know if they are Paul Walker fans or just not William Montgomery fans, but I don't know, man. I think there's a certain cleverness to it.
No, if you're
Paul Crasher, come on.
Yeah, no, I get the joke. When you're doing gigs, like I'm assuming he hasn't done a corporate gig, because if you get booked for a corporate gig, they tell you things that you cannot do. Like, you have to adapt to things. Like, if you don't like understand what a Morgan J crowd is, and you're doing like this type of material, and you're like kind of shocked that people are offended by that, like, you're not doing any homework. And that's
I
like,
fully
you
agree.
don't adapt at all.
Well, I think you'd treat a festival gig kind of like a corporate gig. I'm assuming so.
The pay is the same.
It's going to be a huge crowd, and it's going to be a general audience. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more kids at any sort of festival thing than anything else. In any of his other gigs, I mean, yeah, I would assume you kind of treat it more like a corporate gig, but it is on the festival for who they chose to book this or book at this festival, and what order they decided to put him in. I don't know. It is interesting. Do you think he's wrong to have accepted this festival, knowing who's on it, what his material is?
No, but he can't blame the crowd.
He should have just done 30 minutes of making fun of auto-tune. That's what he should have done.
I mean, that would have been pretty awesome. Well, fair enough. I think we're almost done with William's description of this.
Met with this wall of boo.
That's
It was good for my
good for your
soul.
brain.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
good
yeah.
for my brain and good for my soul to just have some hard, very difficult set. In the past, when I was drinking and doing cocaine, that would have been a night I would have drank a shit ton and done a whole bunch of cocaine. But instead, now I just ate almost an entire stuffed crust Papa John's pizza.
Montgomery. That video you sent me, him
Oh my
bombing at that Austin Comedy Festival, that shit is so funny.
Dude, there's so many videos now of it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Here's the thing about William. William, to me, is the ultimate. Once you see him, you love him and you want to see him more comic.
Right.
The ultimate.
Yeah.
But the first time you see him, you're like,
Do you guys disagree? I know I kind of won you over and then completely lost you with the last William thing. But do you think he's the ultimate one of those that you kind of hate and then you eventually get it?
I don't think it's a thing about getting it. Like, it's just I think that he has better stuff.
Right.
Because I've seen him do better things. It's just the whole, like, I think some people either really like it's not even, how do I say this? You either like the bitch, which makes really no sense. Like, it just doesn't. Or you really like like whenever he's done saying something and he's like, fuck, like, like a general real reaction of like, Jesus, like, all right, people, that sucked. I didn't go the way I planned. But
I
think there's other stuff there's other things that like he does that is very funny. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I watched, like I said, after that original time that I thought was hilarious. Like, I thought was funny, and it wasn't just like he was screaming it, obviously, but it wasn't just, I'm talking off of a piece of paper and here's stupid things that I say. Because that just felt to me like here's a bunch of, he was like doing his Kill Tony shit in front of a bunch of people because it's Austin, and it just didn't work. Because I've seen him do other non-Kill Tony stuff.
He's written good
Still
stuff.
did it the same way. Still did it the same way, but it was different. It was completely different. And I was like, oh, that's funny. Like, that's actually funny.
Yeah. And I think there's a certain layer that adds a lot to it once you kind of know a little bit more about William, that he's like lying about everything as well.
Of course.
I think if I just saw the yelling guy. Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's lying? Is that what you said? Or is it satire?
About like everything.
Is it satire or is he lying?
I don't think it's satire. I'm not sure if he's familiar with the concept of it. Just he likes to tell the tall tales, if you will. For him, I would go with the liar thing, but I think he's comfortable with that label.
I don't like that word.
Okay. It's comedy.
They do exist.
They do, but we're blurring the line of what comedy is. It not very.
I mean, look at
comforting.
his premises, though. Are they really comedic premises? Like,
I think so, man. He was thinking of adopting Ja Rule. Is
that a lie, Gray, or is that a joke?
I don't think he actually considered it. Maybe he did. Maybe I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But yeah. Joe goes on a little bit further, and we'll hear him out for a second.
I do agree, though. I like
Brody Stevens. When you first see Brody, you're like, what?
Oh, sorry, man. What do you agree with?
I do agree with Charles in the sense of, like, it's comedy. Like, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't really care if they, like I said, the only person that I've ever was like, fuck this dude, was Bert, because he did it in real life interviews and would like say, no, I did this thing that he obviously did not do, like, and it's like, you lived such a crazy life that you should like just talk about the things that you did do. Like when you said you could run a marathon in front of people, and people are like, there's no way you fat ass can run a marathon. And then he ran a fucking marathon, like stuff like that, where he doesn't have to lie about the stuff, but he does.
Yeah.
And he doubles down on it in real life. That's different, I think, than just telling ridiculous shit on stage. I don't really look at that as lying personally.
So I know exactly what you're saying. I haven't felt that feeling towards Bert, but Hassan Minhaj, man, I feel that same feeling towards him. Like he had his special Homecoming King, where it was all about how this woman rejected him because of racism, and she was just bigoted, and she ruined his entire prom. where it turns out all of that was fake. None of that was true, but he like doubled down in a bunch of different interviews. And then he did the same thing for, I forget what his last special was called, but anyway, about the white powder thing. But he doubled down that all of these things actually happened. And then it came out when they were trying to do like an interview with him that actually we've been investigating all of this and there's no record of any of this. Can you explain it? And then he just kind of went silent. To me, that seems a little bit more egregious than the Burt thing. I think the Burt story.
No,
I don't
not
know.
just the machine. I'm talking about everything that he does, dude. Like there's stuff that he's
Yeah.
lied, like literally just straight up lied about in his show, in his and then he doubles down on it. Like there was a one of the Sober Octobers, I can't remember, that they did on Rogan when I used to listen. And Joe literally took him to task. Like, you did not do this. You did not do this. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And he's like, no, you fucking didn't, dude. Like, you did not do these things. Like, that's, I think, where I'm coming from, that part. But like just telling jokes like William Montgomery, I don't look at him as like a liar or anything. I just look at it as like, look how he's talking there. Like he's not that person that he is on stage. That's obviously like a gimmick, you know?
Justin brings up that Burt also used to sell his lies to Jay Moore. True. There's a Tracy Morgan PCP lie. Fair enough. So Red Band has brought up Stephen Brody Stevens. I don't think you guys are too familiar with him. Unfortunately, he was
Brody Stevens. I know.
Yeah, are you familiar? Yeah, oh, nice. I love me some Brody Stevens. At some point, we should kind of do a retrospective look back at Brody because, man, I found that dude hilarious and super unique in this weird way.
Yeah,
and
it's just sad.
He was on Kill
Sad
Tony in the beginning,
story,
but it sucks, dude. Like, I think he would be huge now if, the platforms that he was on, like Kill Tony, was the size it is now. I think if people got to see him, that personality would have just taken off.
Yeah, he
but
was good.
He was awesome. But yeah, I think they're gonna kind of compare Brody and William right here.
What the fuck is he yelling
exactly. He's really the most similar guy to Brody that I know.
Yeah,
and they're both weirdos.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
William's such a weirdo, but he's a great guy, just like Brody was. But Pat and Dan, they fucking love him, man. He's got so many fans because he's so unique. He's so unique. But you got to.
Put out he was talking about the Black Keys
right?
again.
And don't have him open up for you if you're. What's that, Morgan J? Who is he opening up for? He's like, who's that guy? That guy's so. Is that a girl or a guy?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just saw the clip you showed me.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything else.
I think it's that guy that goes into the audience with an auto-tuned microphone. You know, that's really popular for some reason. Like he's.
See, I'm so old.
Me too. I don't.
I'm so old. I'm out of the loop. I don't know what these kids like.
Yeah, Morgan J. Who's Morgan J?
I find out about artists, and when I find out about them, they have 20 million Instagram followers. I'm like, okay.
That's who. That's who it is. Morgan J. And he has 5.2 million followers, and his whole thing is like he just goes into the audience he's not really a comedian. Like he's more of a performer. He just goes into the audience and talks to people. Like he does crowd work. That's pretty much, and he's like one of the biggest stars right now. Like it's crazy.
Well, people like crowd work. That's why they like Matt Rife. Like he does a lot of crowd
he's
work.
Sexy, man.
Sexy too. Both things. But it's also the crowd work.
Tell me I gotta go and kill someone.
Fair enough. Perhaps I don't know if Morgan J could compare to Matt Rife. I haven't heard the sexy allegations there that it's just women who are attracted to him. So there's got to be some talent there, right? Matt Rife at least gets the whole he's just a pretty face thing. I don't know. Does that mean that Morgan is more talented than him? Not sure.
No, I've heard Matt Rife tell jokes.
Fair enough.
I don't care for Matt Rife, but I've heard him tell jokes. I have yet to hear Morgan J tell jokes.
There's a couple of jokes. You might be interested in the way Morgan kind of describes everything here.
Oh,
it's kind of jokey.
I bet you this will turn my whole thing around.
I've always said I just don't think I would do well on Kill Tony.
You snappy?
I'm not like that snappy like that, but I just don't want to run into a situation where either I'll do incredible or I'll do very badly.
There's only two options that can happen on Kill Tony. They're gonna love you or hate your guts.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know if my audience overlaps heavily with Kill Tony anyway.
I don't think so. We saw that with the William appearance.
We should chat about that, right?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know what the internet was saying. Like, I thought it was great. I know William, and I think people that know William enjoyed that. And that
was happy to meet William. I had seen William the first time I had seen him. A viral clip was going around TikTok of him yelling like, "I'm not gonna get off. I'm not getting off." And they put like emo music underneath it, and it was so funny. And
William did William, and
I think that fault would lay on whoever booked the festival
Yeah.
to know, okay, Morgan J is the headliner.
Yeah.
Let's get comedians around that. Like when you book somebody from Kill Tony, it needs to be comparable comedians. It needs to be somebody that's in that realm that has that. I don't know.
The way I would, if I was the booker, I was trying to go through there thinking about it, and the way I thought about it was like, okay, we have this dude who's selling a lot of tickets, Morgan, and then let's get a local, like legend, kind of big comic out here, right? Because he's like a staple in the Kill Tony community, the Austin community, and between the two of them and some other comics, you could probably get a big audience, you know. But I think we underestimated was like, because I probably brought about 2,000 people to the festival, was how many of my people would show up, and like because William's set was slotted for like it was him, then Robbie Hoffman, then me. So he was supposed to do 30, Robbie would do 30, and then I would do my hour. And then I think people who were there to see me had already shown up like an hour or two early.
Gotcha.
And I think they were just like waiting all day. And like I said, like my audience and William's audience probably don't overlap. And
now that we're on Netflix, I think there might be a little cross contamination because it's now like 23, 24-year-old white girls are saying hi to me in the airport. I love you, Kill. Kill Tony's becoming like mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know, bro. It's like
I mean, it got so it was such a moment that they even said my name on Rogan's podcast.
That's so funny.
And Redman was like, "You see this guy Morgan? I don't know if it's a girl or a guy or it's like he's got 5 million followers. I don't know what he does." It's like, you know what I do, Redman. Don't play. You know what I do. I go to the crowd and I ask people what their name is in auto-tune.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
You don't know. I did a show in Austin.
I just think that's hilarious that that's the way that he describes himself. You know his name, or you know what he does. He goes in the crowd and he asks them what their name is in auto-tune. Come on, you know what he do. Well,
I like that he's open to laughing at himself.
For sure. I think it was definitely tongue in cheek, but
right.
Well, yeah,
he's not
because
saying
been
he's the
doing
greatest
this
comedian ever.
He's been doing this for how long? Like we found out, and then he's only been doing the auto tune thing for however long. So he realized, hey, all my shit before didn't work, but this is
right. It'd be one thing.
It's funny that he's laughing at himself. At least
would it be worse if he was like, "You don't know who the fuck I am"? I'm like, if he took himself seriously about that, like
100%. That would be way worse. 100%.
Because I think that's one of the things that Matt Rife is doing that rubs me the wrong way. Like, he is very popular for his crowd work things, but in everything that he's ever in, he's like, listen, the crowd work is only a small portion of what I do. Most of what I do is this other. Like, I don't see that with Morgan J. I don't see him trying to say like, no. Like, you don't understand. I also have these songs. I have the what is it? The LOL song, and you know, the
I haven't seen
Laugh
enough interviews
Juice
with
song.
him, you know.
I've seen quite a few now. They always seem to be kind of like this. It's not exactly self-deprecating, but he says, you know what I do? I'm the auto-tune crowd work guy.
Yeah,
and he does seem to be cool with that, where, you know, Matt Rife is running from I'm not the crowd work guy. You don't understand. That's less than half of what I do. Most of it's material. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But
at least for this live thing they did right here, the internet showed up. Look at those nice comments. The first,
I was just going to say, can we?
And it's like, you know, it's exactly why the way I feel about everybody that I meet on the internet.
Well, this is from the Goofy Gang live stream. So
it was a festival.
Morgan's.
I was the top. It was a new festival in Austin. And what you guys don't know about comedy festivals is that I don't make the lineup. Whoever is the booker curates the lineup. And so I was actually very excited to meet Will, to be honest with you, because I had seen his clips and I'd seen him go viral. You know what I mean? So I was one of the first people I said hello to when I got there.
Sure. Tony, I've seen him.
Yeah, and then a lot of my people came to see me, and our audiences just don't overlap. Like, I don't really, my audience isn't really a Kill Tony audience, and vice versa.
Have you ever been like offered to go in there?
No.
Would you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think they would fuck with me like that. Which brings me to my point. Like, I wouldn't ask Will to open for me, not because I don't think he's funny, but because I don't think my audience.
Sure.
Fuck with him. It's just like a different vibe, you know.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't expect anybody to like ask me to open for like him or like somebody in Tony Hinchcliffe or David Lucas or you know the so
Kill Tony guys,
so like my audience gave him a lot of hate, and people said he bombed, and I mean it's kind of like, you ever hear that thing like go where you're appreciated, right?
Sure.
So like Will has audience and has fans that like really fuck with him, and
totally
it's just like it's just a different circle, and that's kind of what happened. I wouldn't you know, it's just different.
So yeah, that's kind of the story in a nutshell with the exploding. What would you call that? Radiating effects afterwards. But yeah, that's supposedly the worst bombing in Austin that's been experienced in years. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your final verdict? Is it on the festival for booking it? Is it on William for not adjusting? Who's to blame for this thing?
I mean, it was just a mess of a thing.
Morgan Jay's more of a professional than William Montgomery is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a reason why he's headlining. He's definitely taking it more seriously. I don't see him holding a spiral notebook to go
I
through
mean, he
his
probably
LOL
could
song.
have had stroke with the promoter and been like, "Hey, this isn't gonna work. Not that the dude's not funny, but this is not gonna work."
I just
Not
don't
saying
know
it's
if
his
Morgan
fault.
Jay has
I'm
any.
not saying
Does
it's
he?
his fault.
Does Morgan Jay have anything on level with Texas Roadhead? I'm just saying, I don't think so.
But like, you prepare for that then. Like, if
I
you're
don't.
aware that this isn't my crowd, maybe I shouldn't roll out there and screaming bitch within 30 seconds. Like, these people are expecting the LOL song, and I'm going to roll out there
Yeah.
screaming bitch. Like, you prepare for that. Like, this is why I'm not trying to be a dick. These Kiltoniacs need to perform elsewhere just to
Mhm.
get an idea of what non-Kiltony crowds are like. And then
So,
you get
granted,
seasoning and like, oh yeah, now I have this experience in case I have to do a thing where I'm opening for the LOL guy.
Yeah.
Goofy Gang, you know, they ride deep. Apparently, it was the majority of the crowd there. Is there any winning? Is there any comedian that you could see going in front of that would do well in front of the auto-tune crowd work thing?
I don't know because I don't know what that crowd is.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't. When you look at the crowd of people there, it is so random that like and what they're laughing at is so different than what I would be laughing at that I don't even know how to gauge. I don't know why they think that's funny. There's even stuff that I don't find funny. I can at least go, I could see people finding that funny. Like, I could see people, but just making a funny noise with your, like, what? Like, Charles said it best. It's like someone, like a kid found, like, they used GarageBand and they were like, oh crap, check this effect out. Wiener. Like, it's like that. It's literally, and I just don't know how me personally, I don't know how much staying power. I never would have thought that would have staying power enough for someone to make money off of it.
You could listen to
Yeah.
George Carlin's 7 Dirty Words. You could listen to that multiple times. You can go back and be like, oh, I need to hear that well-crafted material. Do you go back and listen to Morgan Jay talking to Susan in the crowd multiple
You remembered
times?
her name, Susan. Sadly, I had to listen to it multiple times. I had to
Editing sucks.
watch a few videos, and then it's selecting which clips. And then, hey, I remember her from earlier. I have no desire to ever hear that ever again in my life. That's the way that I feel about most crowd work. But there's certain people
but
that
what we don't
shine
know
with
is
it.
like right off camera, he's got a big poster of Morgan Jay with a golden reverb microphone.
Wait, you guys can't see it, right?
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think
so.
Material.
The audience did have a
lasts.
couple of suggestions. Nightmares and Nerdscape said Carrot Top could open. I would say no. Like, come on, Carrot Top is so much more of a headliner. Scott Thompson
Same
deserves
vibes.
to be the headliner.
Same
That's
vibes.
true.
I hear
Same
ya.
vibes. Like, it might-
And then Jaden brings up the Wiggles, and all I can say is, how dare you, sir? Fruit salad is so much better than anything Morgan Jay has ever done. And if you've ever caught the cover that the Wiggles do of Elephant, it is so amazing. It's a Tame Impala song, and all I can say is artistically they have done so much more than Morgan J ever could.
Did you
They would
just say
deserve to headline the gig.
if we caught the cover from the Wiggles?
Oh yeah, you're not familiar with the Wiggles cover of Tame Impala's Elephant? Oh dude, you gotta hear it, man. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. So anyway, Carrot Top with auto-tune. Oh my God. You're right. Nightmares in Nerdscape. That is money. We're all missing out on it.
So
Charles, you seem to not be a fan of the Wiggles? Okay.
Doesn't hit our
Ryan has a
wheelhouse.
good point. It's about adapting. I kind of said it earlier. If your material is good, you shouldn't have much to worry about. Again, Tony has spoiled some of these guys. Charles is right. You have to perform out of your comfort zone.
And I agree. Go to something, even if you can, because of the Tony thing, if you can headline, that's a little bit different. If you're doing your own show, like even if you go to somewhere else, people are coming to see you because you're the headliner. Right. So they need to go out and do like co-headlining or guest spots on other people's stuff and learn how to adapt to the crowd and the feel of what so prepare jokes or do some stuff there or maybe that eating shit moment. Would that help William? I don't think so, just because William's such a different dude. You know what I mean? Like I think he'll just do his William stuff. Because it works for him and what he does.
I think performing in the safety of Austin, Texas doesn't help either. Like it's a
right, but
festival
they do.
gig.
He does go outside of there, but I'm saying
but a festival gig,
right.
It should be something of a special occurrence where it's like, oh shit, like this dude's headlining. Let me see what he's about. This way I can cater the material, which did not happen. He just treated it like a home game.
Yeah, it's true.
So is it the wrong gig? Is that the thing? Should
not the wrong gig, but like be a professional about it. Prepare for the audience.
All right.
And I think we should all agree that music and comedy should not be together. Just period.
Right. It shouldn't be.
Period.
It's like I was talking about I can't remember. Like I said, I don't even know if it was just like an MC, because there was a guy who came in between bands. But I went to see Tool, Rage Against the Machine, Primus, and Alice in Chains. That's who I wanted to see for that line. And there was someone on the main stage that it was before Alice in Chains came on. And there was like 15 or 20 minutes and he was doing jokes and like nobody knew what the hell was going on. I don't know if it was a comedian or just that's kill time, but there was more people like, all right, let's go bathroom or let's get water. You know what I mean? But I remember hearing, because the way that the place was set up that I went to, it's just a big outdoor like field and there's a big hill that people sit on. And then there's like a stage that so many people started coming over the hill and was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Where's Alice in Chains?
Yeah. I opened for a guy in Kansas and he had spent like the summer opening for like a music act, and like I have yet to hear someone say, "Oh man, I was a support act on a music thing," and it was great.
Yeah,
Not even good.
Aerosmith used to do it like with guys, like it never worked. It never worked. I mean, all the way back to like the 70s and stuff like that. And like Gray had talked about, comedians in the 50s used to have like jazz bands and stuff like that. And like I just don't see how. I can understand why people would think like, ooh, you get all this entertainment and one thing, but it's not the same crowds. It's not the same.
Really
people.
not.
It's really,
especially
really
rock.
Right. Well, exactly. That especially, yes.
There are some rock and roll comedians. I did see some cool ones, like Florentine definitely comes to mind. He was on like that metal show and stuff. But I know he did a tour where they were at a bunch of music venues.
Oh, Don Jamieson
wasn't the
too.
worst. Yeah, I think he was also on that tour with them.
I've worked with Don Jamieson.
But
yeah, hell yeah,
remember
man.
like old MTV where they would show guys come out and like even the crowds, like when Metallica would have like a guy, they would always be like, boo, like what? This is not, we like
Yeah.
you as the person. And if we saw your special, it'd be cool, but this is not what we came here to do. You can't
Yeah, you
really
didn't come there to
mosh to the
stand
jokes.
silently. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. But man, there's this weird relationship between musicians want to be comedians and comedians want to be musicians. Enough that there's like a lot of those a lot of festivals end with kind of like a comedy jam thing where they're essentially doing like a karaoke thing. I'm sure it's fun in the moment, but I don't know, man.
More like
That's
carrying
generally
no key.
it's just weird. I don't know that music and comedy necessarily go together. Comedic music is awesome, but it's just such a different experience. If you're going there to see like a rock show, you're not going there to stand silently.
And
I don't know.
yeah,
It doesn't
Retro
work out.
Ryan talks about Gray had talked about that already. Big J opening for Korn. He actually talked about
He
that.
talked about it being like the hardest gigs of his life. Just nobody is there to see you. You're just eating shit every night. But apparently, that really kind of cuts your teeth and makes you able to deal with that. It's weird. Like William Montgomery was saying, by the end of it, he started enjoying it and he thought it was a good experience. I don't know, Charles, you ever consider any of your bombing a good experience?
Well, yeah, I'll learn. Like in the moment, no.
No.
But you learn from it. Like if you're
For sure.
open-minded about it, you're like, all right, what the fuck happened there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been times where like I started off shitty and actually won them back, where it's like, okay, what happened there? What was the reason that they started off a certain way, and how did I change it? And I've had gigs where I've lost them and been like, what the fuck? What did I do? And like you look inward for in case something like that happens again. Like how do I prepare? I don't like the feeling right now. How do I make sure I don't have this feeling again? I mean, like you're gonna bomb.
Yeah.
If you perform 50
Yes.
times, you're gonna bomb 5 times at least.
Right.
So, it's just trying to ease the I don't know, the landing.
I know the ones that stick with me are when I bombed. I think that is what I learned the most from. Like, if you're in the flow state or whatever, and it's just happening and it's killing, like, I am horrible with being present in the moment and like addressing, like, okay, so what am I doing now? Okay, keep doing this. Instead, it's just, this is over, but man, do I stay in the moment when I'm bombing. Like, it's just nothing brings me to that exact moment that is taking so long to get out.
My second show ever, people were leaving. And I was like, I don't like this feeling at all.
I had
So,
I had a speaking thing that I was doing, and so the government uses this program that talks to the bank they use is called Syncata, right? It's called U.S. Bank Syncata. And they use this thing called Profit Move, and it's a program that adjusts military lines that speaks to the bank that does whatever, right? So I had to give a presentation on it, and I was actually there. It wasn't like on Zoom or anything, right? And I thought like that I was talking to people that knew. They didn't tell me like that these are people that are going into the industry in different places. So I had a whole thing prepared of like an in-depth how this works and all this stuff. I didn't know that none of these people didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And like literally 5 minutes in, a guy goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I went, and I look over at my boss and he's like, these are all newbies. And I went, fuck. So I just kept going. And then I left. It was awful, but I mean, it's not nearly the same. Obviously, it's not even remotely the same. But if you could eat shit on a talk, I did. I ate shit bad because I thought I had this great thing, like, because I'm pretty good with that program. I thought I had this great thing set up, and it was like people who weren't even using that. It was like supposed to be an introductory to the business.
I think you need to eat shit. It's like it sucks when it happens, but like you need to know what's the worst case scenario. And sometimes you'll see an even worse case than that. But just to have an idea of like, all right, what is a bad version of this? Like it sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do it, but like after you've experienced it and a couple of days have passed, you'll learn something from that, and it's extremely valuable.
It's the way you learn the best, to be honest.
Right.
By being thrown, you're having a
Yeah.
little bit of knowledge of what you're doing and thrown in the deep end.
Yeah,
That's the best way to learn.
I think if you're performing in front of a crowd, you should never be too confident.
Right.
Like you should be on your toes a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But I have I
Yeah.
wanted to bring something up. This was a comment from Troy earlier. This could be something that we were talking about it a little bit, but this could be a topic that we could do.
Ooh.
Troy
Troy
had
is
said,
full of a lot of awesomeness.
question, do stand-ups have to be honest? Should they be
Hmm.
judged differently from movies or music or other forms of art? And then he says, I know we may connect more if they are honest, but is it a prerequisite? So, like,
I want to explore that a little bit further. I think we all have our go-to of no, but then why does Hassan Minhaj annoy me so much? Why do so many people want to point out that Bert has fake stories? I want to explore this a little bit further. Awesome idea, Troy.
We could talk about it a little. I think, like I said, the Bert thing for me, no other comedian does this for me. Like, to just being honest, like, or a story. I get it. It's not real. It's for the story. The thing with Bert though is he'll do a Netflix special, tell these things that are supposed to be jokes, but then go on Rogan's show and be chastised and be like, you did not, why are you and instead of just saying, yeah, I didn't, for the joke, like he doubles down on these like outlandish things. And it's like, why do that? That's the only thing that I have an issue with. It's like, why not in the special? Why do it in real life? The special is fine. Like, okay, I get it. You're just telling jokes. It doesn't have to be a real story. But why in real life are you saying that it is? I think that's the one for me. But I think that's a cool topic that we could possibly get more into and discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we definitely should. I think we need more examples than just
than those two, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd also bring up Willie Montgomery, who's just like a liar. His whole stick in the beginning was just he would say a bunch of shit that made no sense, that you just know is lies. But it is a comedian doing his craft. So I think there's got to be more examples we can look into. But yes, we need to table that. But going back to the failure thing, I know it definitely taught me what questions I need to ask before I accept a gig. Before, I just would have said yes to anything because we thought, we can get in front of anybody
and pay.
But man, if you're in front of the wrong crowd, dude, it sucks. Literally the worst feeling is when the owner of the bar starts turning on TVs and like cranking up the game to be over your volume. Man, it was bad. We just had some guys saying like, hey, we've got this weekly gig. We can't make it this week. Would you guys want to fill in for us? And we shared a jam space with one of the guys, so we assumed it was like his metal project. It was not. So like this metal band went into a very not metal venue with a lot of locals that were not looking for it. It was a bad time, man. I realized I need to ask questions about gigs.
My buddy's band, my buddy who does the music for Laps, his band is like, if you've heard them, you'd be like, okay, yeah, this is death metal. But they had a produced CD out with a record company. They were at the Hard Rock Cafe Battle of the Bands. And all of us went like our friends, and like we had one little small section that was like, yay. Everybody else was like, what is this? Where's Third Eye Blind? Because they're from Pittsburgh. And it's like, yeah, no. It was funny as hell, dude. And they knew they were eating shit and they just kept doing it. They didn't care.
Those are the gigs that really kind of stick with you, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of times that we did good. I couldn't tell you what happened. Those things, like, they're kind of a blur. But man, I can tell you every moment of every time I've just bombed.
Yeah. Well, it's because you've already perfected that song. Like, it's already there. You already know.
I know what it should be.
Right. You know when it's not. That's when it sticks out to you. It's like, damn, dude. It's got to feel bad, especially with music. Like, because that's like, you put so much emotion and so much of yourself into it, and you're expressing yourself. So it's such a different way of expressing yourself on stage. Like, and then just people shitting all over it. I could not imagine that. That might actually be something that I would where I could get up and talk, and people, I just don't care. But that might be something that would bother me. That might actually
and
bother me.
people like literally turning their chairs around so that you're just seeing their backs and they don't have to look at you.
That might bother me.
It stays with you, man. I did not finish as strong as William Montgomery did on his thing. We definitely changed it. It's like, okay, what else can we do? Like, what's the lightest song we know? Yeah, it got weird. It was not good, but that's the gig that sticks with me. I don't know. Charles, would you say you have to bomb, or I don't know? Once you get to a certain point, do you assume that bombs are a thing of the past?
No.
Everybody has to, right? Would you think, Charles? Or it's going to happen?
I think you need to. Like, I think you need to just to, have the spectrum covered. But you don't necessarily have to bomb to experience a nightmare gig. Like, I was booked for I don't know why it was like this bootleg Applebee's thing, and they booked a night of comedy, but it wasn't like finger foods. It was people with,
Yeah.
cutlery and shit. And dude, people are eating their dinner, and it's impossible to speak over a bunch of clanking and shit. It was just torture. They're not really listening. And even if they were, their mouths are full, and you're just not going to get the laughter that you think you are. And some people were just there because it's Friday night and they wanted to get their fucking bloomin' onion or whatever. And it's just they're not there for comedy. They're there for their fucking steak and potato dinner. It's
It is weird to me. Like the second biggest club right now in New York. Sorry, maybe it's third. I'm not sure if Stand Up New York is above the Stand or if it's the Stand then Stand Up. But they serve tomahawk steaks there, which just weirded me out. The one time that I went there, the dude at the table next to me just has this giant steak in front of him that he's cutting. I don't know, man. It's weird. They also had pizza and stuff, but
finger
I don't
food's
know.
fine.
Nachos,
It just threw me.
pretzels.
Yeah,
That there you go. Beer.
The staple. But
Or
I
a
don't know,
bar
man.
and stuff. Yeah. Fucking that's like dinner theater shit, where
Yeah,
that
it
actually
seemed weird to me.
works. I actually went to one of those once, a dinner theater. Saw a play while I ate. It was weird.
It's a little bit different. It's still not.
It was off-putting in a weird way, where it's I kept out of the corner of my eyes just seeing this dude
that's
squeaking
not
with the
where
knife
you
on his
think
plate.
that's not where you think you get a fucking premium cut of beef at the comedy.
It looked pretty decent. Oh, I got to be honest, I was jealous.
200 people, they're not eating at the same time. You're just constantly having clinking.
Yeah.
There's no sort of vibe you can get into because there's no flow. The crowd is not on the same wavelength, and you're just in choppy water throughout the entire thing. And it's just one of those things where it's this is a nightmare gig. Whatever I can learn, but you can't really take notes from that because what the fuck? That wasn't supposed to be a comedy show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're Willie Montgomery and you get booked for a fucking elementary school, what are you doing and what are your notes afterwards?
Oh, you're definitely doing the same material.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure which of his jokes would go over.
Bring out your cocaine material for sure.
He might kill for an elementary school, just
Little
screaming
kids.
and shit.
Little
Yeah,
kids are like, bitch, farts.
yeah. He says curses.
It's curse wording.
Yeah, just being loud. Isn't that what TikTok is anyway? Comedy is loud. Just loud things equals comedy.
I mean, that's what people were claiming Dane
And
Cook brought to the
chipmunk
whole
voice.
arc.
If you do chipmunk voice, that's hysterical. I think. I don't know.
He booped him. Booped him.
You forgot about the booping. Well, I guess this would be our time to boop the audience, wouldn't it? Before you hit that button, Lapsed, I think Charles has the official sign out of the show now, right?
Yes. Be sure to interact with the content and comment and like and all that other shit. Give us notes on stuff you'd like to see us discuss in the future. And before we see you Oh shit, I fucked it up. See, I can't even do it already.
Please tell us how much you hate the intro. We would love to know.
Yes, please. Notes on how to improve the intro. Otherwise, we'll see you next Tuesday.
He used to love comics, now he just complains. Grey Poupé's in the corner, he's a jar of mustard with pain. And